You said we can have the clock on there? And your friends have the little timer thing? Welcome everyone to week 2 of Wednesday night pickleball at the ranch. Really excited for our guest host tonight, Morgan Evans.
G'day Tyler, how are you mate?
I'm doing good. I'm really excited. Thanks. We're lucky to have you out here.
Pleasure to be here at the beautiful ranch. It's my first time visiting, so hoping to see some wonderful pickleball. It promises to be great.
Yeah, well, we have some really good teams playing tonight. We have the Bellevue Bandits going against the Gig Harbor Gladiators. Right now the teams are just finishing warm-up. We've got the away teams here practicing, and weather's good. Fans are rolling in. Couldn't ask for much more.
Yeah, no, look, it's the weather apart from everything else. That's the main reason I came.
Yeah.
The ambiance, for sure. But tell me a little bit about how this all started.
Yeah, so this was a vision about 3 months ago. We said, hey, we need to highlight the local level talent that we have in our area. So we called everybody we knew, reached out to about 90 people and held tryouts for about 4 hours. Gosh, that would have been about 4 weeks ago. Got together 8 GMs, did the draft, and teams have been practicing together. It's been fun to follow. Week 1 was a success. We're just trying to move the needle a little bit each week, and excited for the matchups tonight. There should be some really high-level play here. So
I'm excited. There's a lot of names here that I'm not as familiar with as normal, but a couple of familiar faces. Brian Ashworth, I'm excited to see him on the court. He was one of the first players I ever played with, and I learned absolutely nothing from him. But I was always very impressed with his hand speed and general shenanigans. Obviously a very well-bearded man, and he's married now, and I would assume that therefore he's a little more in check and his resets are more stable.
yes, all puns attended. Callan's their son. He's here today in the tent over there, and he's actually going to be playing mixed tonight with his wife G. Excited to see how they do on the court. Hopefully a little bit of marriage length will help rock and roll on that, you know what I mean?
For sure, for sure. What's the standout match for you here tonight?
Well, I'm looking forward to the third match on the championship court. So basically the lineup we have today is we're going to go mixed, men's and women's.
Mixed men's and women's.
Yeah,
okay.
So look for Jackson Huerta from the Bellevue Bandits to go big. He's pretty excited, and his partner Tony, heck of a guy, very consistent. Going against Joden Terry and Noah Zerwin. Excited to see how those guys do. They can cover a lot of court. Should be a good matchup.
Young blood.
Young blood.
That level of enthusiasm will get the job done, or are you picking Huerta and Thompson?
Well, it's kind of a coin toss here, but I'm thinking that one's going to come down to the wire. But I got to go with Joden. The 253 pickleball crew runs together for a long time.
Fair enough. And some veterans, Takako Taronju.
Yeah.
Wow. Great to see her out there doing battle. She just doesn't age. For me, I remember 2014 I started playing, and it was up here in Seattle, and she was one of the first people alongside Brian Ashworth, Chris Miller, Tonya Major, Lavon, and Ernie Perry, actually, with Dan Gavanak. They were all just doing their thing, and I was just looked at them like, oh my God, I'm never going to be that good. And I probably still aren't, but still, it's great to see her out here doing her thing for her home state.
Yeah, just coming out. Now, did they end up winning at the Orchard there, or is it was pretty? They got pretty close to. Did they make it to the finals? Did they win it all?
Who are you talking about?
Let's see. So Takako was on. I'm trying to figure out the team for the Tuesday night pickleball. I know they made it to the finals. I'm just not sure if they brought home the gold there.
I'd have to go back and check the
tape. Check the tape.
Yeah, you got to check the footage.
But she is really, really fun to watch. Got to keep an eye out for her sneaky left shoulder lobs. Great at resets. She's got a good team, so it'll be fun to watch them. And fun story, she got drafted very early. I think she was the first pick by her new son-in-law, Lucas Crippen. And he is representing the Burien Bruisers.
Is that even legal? I mean, where are the bylaws in these draft strategies? But fair enough.
We're excited to see it. We're excited to see it today. So she's going to be on the number one mixed team here. She's warming up with Daniel Cologne. And they're going to be fun to watch.
Good stuff. And it's a time-based event. 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's go over the format there. Yeah, so we're going to have 4 games tonight to complete the match. 20 minutes with a running clock that stops at 10 minutes for a quick 2-minute break. Little halftime. Switch sides. We have a little bit of a light that can affect some players. So we're going to make it even and go 10 minutes aside there.
Well, we're in the shade, and we're both wearing cool glasses.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting pretty. I can sit here all night as long as someone brings me a drink at some point.
Yeah, life is good.
This water will run out eventually.
We've got the VIP seats here right next to the bar. Life is good. We've got Michael and his son Mitch running video production back there. A lot goes into this. From 4 months ago having this vision and where we are today. Something to be proud of. It's pretty cool. And we got you here.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
I did not, but a flight and a rental car, and it did take me in a wrong turn. It gave me an estimated time, and then for some reason I was on the phone with one of the owners of a team I'm running, and all of a sudden there's another 20 minutes added to that. I couldn't understand what happened, but I went in a circle twice, but now I'm here.
Zigged and zagged. Yeah, we're getting close. Yep. There's Katie Owens coming over.
Katie Owens decided to come and talk to the microphone.
Katie wants to get on the mic. We're live, Katie. What do you got?
We're live, right? Just thought you'd get in and just have a chat. Hey, John Cowley. How you doing, baby?
Some local celebrities
now
here.
I've seen you. Way better.
Good man.
So,
good man.
This is YouTube. You could swear and stuff.
Yeah, no, I hear, but that's probably why I'm not doing it for the tennis show anymore. Who knows? If you know, tell me.
And we're getting excited. We're about ready to start here.
So, yes, we start the game time at 6 o'clock?
Ball drops at 6 o'clock.
Ball drops
at 6
o'clock.
Okay,
now, is that a literal or figurative ball? Will we be dropping a ball?
Literally. It will be dropped, serves up, 6 o'clock.
So the first serve has to be a bounce serve? Is that what we're saying here?
Oh, no. Apologize.
So it's not a literal ball?
Yeah, it's more figurative. A metaphor.
Metaphorical
for making
ball.
It happen.
Okay.
I think we should bring in the GM of the Burien Bruisers.
Really? All right.
Let's grab Lucas.
Round them up. He's just escaping. Okay, and he's rounding in a semi-naked man.
Yep.
But in fairness, he's pretty good looking. So,
Jump on down there.
you know. All right, Bruiser.
How you doing there, Mr.
So
Evans?
you are the GM of the Bruisers.
Affirmative.
Iberian Bruisers. How did you get roped into this?
Oh,
And- Yes.
funny
tell
you
me.
asked that, actually. So originally, I was actually asked to play. But I wanted to kind of take a different role. I just done the Arizona Pickleball League. And I was
Okay.
like, you know what? The GM role looks fun. Looks like something different. And I had a really cool idea with the Beer and Bruiser team. I'm from Beer, grew up there. So I
Nice.
thought it'd be fun to try something different.
It is good. Honestly, GM is a whole lot easier than actually playing the game. You don't go through many shirts at all. You can wear one hat all day. You can often wear flip-flops. It's a great time.
I
So
agree. It's all
you-
mental. It's a lot
yeah,
of mental.
yeah. I mean,
Stress.
just like this whole game, it's 80% mental and the rest is in your head.
I like that.
Write that down. All right, so who are you up against today?
We have the University Place Underdogs. They're not very underdogs, in my opinion. They're a very good team.
So they're the Overdogs.
They are kind of the overdogs, in my opinion.
Uberdogs.
Yeah, I think they have
Okay.
arguably one of the better men's teams in this league right now, with Brian Ashworth, a legend around here, of course.
Oh, Brian.
And Michael Enright, ping pong Mike around here. He's becoming a very well-known player around here too. So yeah, they are very stacked in the men's side. Women's side, of course, too. But yeah, that men's side's tough. So
Yeah, they've got Giuliana Girolami, and that's I think she's going to go well with Brian. They should. I think they're not actually playing together, though, are they?
they are playing together.
They are?
Yeah, we got the old couple
All right.
play
wow,
out there
okay.
today. So we'll see
we're
how
gonna
that
look.
goes.
We're gonna look for the divorce ball.
Yeah,
and see
we're
if
not
they
looking.
can
We're not
figure
looking
that
for
out.
that. I never said that, but you know, if it happens,
If it happens,
It happens,
a lot of
right?
middle balls, a lot of
Exactly.
see if they can handle that.
I think they have a lot of good chemistry together, though. So it's going to be a tough one. We have our
Yes.
good team with Daniel. And
As
Tucker going,
newlyweds,
so-
if they don't have good chemistry now, they're probably not going to have it, are they?
That's true. That's true. That's
Okay.
true. Yeah. But I think they got it. So we'll see how it
Good
goes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So what's your next tournament? You must be playing again soon. Are you doing the Seattle Metro or
Doing the
PPA?
Metro. Yeah, I'm doing Metro this year with Brian Ashworth and Vivian Glosman, actually. So
You're playing with Vivian. Okay,
Yeah,
we just
very-
signed her.
yeah,
I'm excited. She's our dark horse.
she is. She
And-
is. I've been drilling with her, and she is getting better every single day. So
Good.
I'm very, very happy to be able to play with
Good.
her. And
Need
then,
you to keep me abreast of how she's doing. All right.
I will.
She's got to be a great left side player. She's going to be playing with Vivian David
Yep.
for our Major League Pickleball team, the Arizona Drive.
Oh, you Vivian squared it, huh?
Yeah, Vivian squared, Viv squared. You can't go too far wrong.
Can't go wrong on that.
If
I like
one
that.
Viv can't get it done, two Vivs
That should get
It's
it
a-
done
it's a
for
lock,
sure.
right?
Yep, I agree. I agree.
for sure. No,
Yeah,
we've
so that's gonna be a
got,
good time. Yep. And then I'm playing the PPA, but just I'm not gonna be doing the pro. Just gonna be doing the 5-0 stuff. So, yeah.
Well, you don't have to say that.
Yeah, I know.
We'll just edit that part out.
Yeah, we'll edit that part out. Yeah, just a little bit late signing up. So
Yeah,
it's all
fair
good.
enough. Fair enough. I completely forgot to sign up. I had no intention. It's above my pay grade these
I
days.
agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
Good stuff. All
Cool.
right. Okay, well, Tyler's
luck
going to
tonight.
come back in, but you look great.
Oh yeah, we're here.
I wish
we're
your
here
team
and we're
well.
ready.
Thank you, Morgan.
And,
We're
uh,
glad to have you, man. Appreciate you being here.
No worries, mate. Best of luck. Welcome back, Tyler.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, with the 4
Did you get a
minutes
little
we missed you.
strategy out of Lucas there, or what's he saying?
Yeah, it was mostly gibberish, to be honest. We talked a little bit about, Ashworth and Girolami
Yeah.
having some chemistry as a newlywed couple. And he's one of my favourite players. He always has been. Just entertaining on the court. Like a giant garden gnome with a pickleball paddle.
Yes.
But with a potty mouth to boot. And, I just like that about him.
You can't really tell what he's going to do. He's real wristy, real sneaky.
Oh, yeah.
And I can never tell if he's going
Yeah.
100% or not. But we're going to see it here tonight.
High risk, high reward.
High risk, high reward. His father-in-law. Oh, high risk.
High risk, high reward.
Here we go.
That's been the name of my game for about 9 years now. Didn't always work out, but it is
And
what it is.
Phil, their GM, has already predicted victory for the whole
Of course he
league.
does. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
It's a confident family. It's got a great team. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
good stuff. So we're
Starting in a
about,
couple minutes here.
4 minutes out, thereabouts, until this figurative ball, as you said, will be dropping. Good times. And it will be the Bellevue Bandits.
Yes.
They are the away team against Gig Harbor, who are the home team. Home team chooses the lineup first, and the away team has to match it. Obviously, that does lend itself to the away team for the advantage, I think, which is sort of atypical for the whole home and away thing.
We like to mix it up a little bit. Home team gets to serve first, and if we go into overtime, there's little things that favor the home team there. So we thought we'd give the away team a little bit.
Because I'm new to this whole thing, so what's the advantage there?
Let's break it down for you.
Break it down.
So basically what we got going on is the home team serves if we go into overtime. So that would be during a game after 20 minutes if the score is tied. What will happen is bring everybody in, we'll start overtime, and everybody, all 4 players, stay in the same position. And they will serve without moving. The home team serves 2, the away team serves 2, and if it's still tied, it could be 0-0, 1-1, 2-2. The 5th person to serve from the home team serves the death ball.
The death ball.
The death ball. You got to say it, the death ball.
The death ball. I mean, I was wondering about the sort of rudimentary gravesite that I saw on the way through.
Yes.
That explains what's been happening here and why the ranch is so far away from everywhere. You can just hide anything out here. Okay.
Get away with a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
So look for that to happen tonight. I think we will see some tied matches after the time, and there's a good chance we'll have to do 2-2 tiebreakers at the end of the night.
And if there's no clear winner, then it's just a one-legged sack race to decide the victor, right?
We can throw that in.
Why not?
Anything goes here at the ranch.
Why not?
All right. Well, I'm going to get these players rocking and rolling, and we'll make
be
sure
great.
and start.
Excellent. I'll just, cover the mic here. They gave me water. Water. Probably didn't realize I was Australian. No, I actually asked for it. I take this very seriously. Oh, he's taken the sheet as well. Well, this is exciting. And if you haven't been to the ranch out here, 2 of the finest courts you'll ever see. Roughly around the 20 foot by 44 from this angle. Looks to be around there. They're keeping the net at approximately 36 on the outside, 34 in the middle. I haven't checked it myself, so hard to tell. I've got a good crowd trickling in, upwards of, looks like 1,500 to 2,000 people will be clamoring to find a view here. And we've got John Kelly. Hey, you didn't want to keep me lonely here for too long. Good man.
No,
John,
not at all.
how have you been, mate? The brains behind Pickleball Central, let's be honest, and the looks.
Looks, maybe brains. Unless you can rub 2 together and get a spark, I'm a little worried.
Nope, can't do that.
All right.
So we'll stick with the first one there.
Okay, there we go. I'm good. How about you? Where have you been?
Better than average. I have been, I've been all over the place. I've spent a lot of time in the Philadelphia, New York, and New Jersey. I played a tournament recently in the upper New Jersey region. Had a couple. I'm trying to get back into the game. They illegalized my serve, and they didn't even.
They killed it. They didn't
even
legalize
ask me
it. They killed it.
They did kill it. Yeah.
I've seen
rough.
the grave.
Yep. No, it's brutal.
Video.
Oh yeah, it's a good video. So since then, obviously the tears lasted a long time.
Hey.
But now I'm back with a vengeance, with just your regular kind of serve. But the ball is rolling, and the match is underway. We do, of course, have
Tyler's going to come in and he's
the
going to tell you
Bellevue
the real
Bandits
stuff.
versus the Gladiators. The Jig Harbour Gladiators. If it does come down to a war of attrition, my money is on the Gladiators.
Yes. Gladiators fan support is an all-time high over there. Good to see it.
They must have where's the mascot? There must be a Spartacus mascot somewhere, right?
Well, I believe the GM is carrying a sword right now.
Okay, so if
All
it
right,
gets
strong
ugly,
start.
then
Yeah.
I'm backing them.
We got Ashley Koo and Noah Zerwin serving over there, with Jackson and Brooke on the near side.
I love it. I love a good
Goes
two-handed
for
backhand.
the ATP. So just a refresher. So this will go for 10 minutes and then a 2-minute halftime. Switch sides. Morgan, what is kind of tips that you give when you're instructing to loosen the nerves in these big matches here?
That's a great question. For me, it boils down to having a plan.
Yeah.
I love to just always say, start strong, finish strong, try to be strong in the middle. But beyond that, I like to think about where I want to drop or drive third balls, who I want to return to, and who we're going to focus on up at the kitchen line. And by focusing on those points, I find it takes a lot of pressure off the individual performance of shots. And it also gives you immediate feedback as to whether or not your plan is going well. If you don't have a plan, you can't tell if your strategy is on point or not. You can tell if your execution is good or bad, but you will have no idea. And I find if you have that and you focus on executing those things, it does take a lot of the pressure off that often forces some easy errors just through nerves. And, this is likely the biggest stage of these pickleball players' lives.
Of their early careers.
Yeah, and nerves will be a factor, but it'll be a factor for both sides.
Correct.
And you got to remember that. No, it doesn't matter how nervous you are on the court. Your opponents are going to feel the same, whether it be at the start, the beginning, or the end. There'll be moments, and they will buckle just like you. It's not the end of the world. You got to expect it.
We got Ashley Koo over playing with Gig Harbor, and she has at least 100 gold medals from local events over here. A lot of experience.
Seriously.
Playing with Noah.
Did she bring him with them?
You know what? I don't know if they made it through customs.
That's fair.
Brooke also part of Team Selkirk there.
That's the spirit. Oh, that redirect just going wide, slightly short.
Keep an eye out for Jackson. He's playing really good pickleball lately.
I just love saying huerta. Huerta.
Look for Noah to take advantage of that two-hand backhand rip.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if he can disguise his attacks off the bounce with that two-handed backhand. That is the sign of an accomplished two-handed backhand player. Oh, some miscommunication, and Huerta runs back for it. I'm not too pleased with the shot selection after getting to the ball. I'd love to see him just dropping that back in the kitchen, resetting the point, living to fight another day.
I like that. So switch there.
Nice work, and Ashley Koo getting the ball down low.
Gladiator fan base over there is electric.
And there's a late call. Huerta. Just a little concerned about it. This could get physical early.
You know what? When you're hot, I've noticed that's when the temper gets a little affecting. Fun backstory, Jackson and Noah have done several tournaments together and done very, very well. So on opposite sides of the net here.
Well, we'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, bragging rights for the week.
I'd like to see a stack here on the return of serves. Doesn't look like it's happening. That does limit the offensive capability of Huerta.
Unlucky.
That could have been him with a forehand. He has got some nice gold chains.
Yes, which are important.
Well, yes.
Swag is underrated in pickleball.
Are there points for it? Maybe. Style points. And Koo gets the better of that exchange cross court. I like that she's resisting the temptation to attack down the line.
Great battle there. Great battle.
And that ball just floating along. Great defense.
Huerta with the eagle eyes there. We got a tight game going on. 4-3 over on the challenger court. Just peeking over there, caught my eye. So be interested to see how that one ends also. Let's see if Bellevue can go on a little run here. Ooh, little net tickler. Nice
work, Huerta. He read his moment perfectly. Barry doing a great job staying consistent cross court. And good complimentary play there from the Bellevue Bandits.
W's GM Holly Schramm, also a team sponsor. Great pickleball player also. Covering a lot of court there. Ooh, unlucky. Not allowing Bellevue to really get much momentum, Morgan. What are you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing 10-1 here. This is a landslide.
Yeah.
You know, but the score isn't really reflecting the game. It looks very competitive. Unfortunately, Bellevue are just unable to score on serve.
Yeah. Nice little lob there.
That's a better retrieval of the lob.
He might have heard you the first time there, Morgan. Nice.
Yeah, he would have had to attack that one down the line so as to not expose himself on the wing there. And Barry doing a great job of getting it wide down the line.
And we just missed the 3-minute call, so there's just 2 minutes and some change left in this before the halftime switch. See if they can take some momentum into the next side of the net. Great recovery.
Barry's starting to find some rhythm. Oh, that was around the post available. And there's a ball on the court. Will anyone call it?
Unlucky. Good battle.
Yeah. No, she did well there. Builds a good point. Flicks the ball behind her back in dismay. Rightly
Yes.
so. You know. Some of the best stuff we've seen from Barry. Oh. Followed by not the best.
You know what? I'm thinking you're right. Maybe a little disguising some switches here, or some fake switches or something to get Huerta involved, huh?
Well, he needs to start crowding the middle right here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of balls that are unnecessarily getting
Right
over
idea.
to the Barry side of the court that he could be using his reach to pluck out of the air and apply some early pressure.
Are we sure those gold chains aren't weighing him down just a half step, or what are your thoughts on that,
Something
Morgan?
is. You know, very clean haircut. It's not the hair.
It's definitely not. Disguises it well.
He just has to be more aggressive and then follow up that initial attack.
Yeah.
Koo is doing a great job of getting that initial attack redirected over to Barry. That's a ball that Huerta needs to insert himself with, at least make it seem like he's looking to intercept that and then get that ball behind Zwirin.
Dominant performance so far.
I mean, I'd love to see a little bit of knee bending, personally.
Yeah. You know, his nickname's the Sloth. He doesn't play.
Is it really?
It is the Sloth.
It's not
He
a great
hides
nickname,
it.
is it?
No. Ooh, great attempt, though.
Yeah. I mean, if he was up against the Tortoise,
Yes.
I think he might have a chance. I would back a Sloth in that battle. But he's not. He's up against the Honey Badger. Oh!
Unlucky.
And that's a redirected ball. Unfortunately, catches Barry in the side of the face. We're not quite sure where it is, but we will have a timeout. Luckily, it did come at the halftime mark, and she's brave. She's going to brave it out, but I think it did catch the eye, unfortunately. So this is a blood sport. We all know it. We sign up for it. I do wonder how long it's going to be before the vast majority of players are wearing eye protection.
Well, we are here part of Team Ray-Ban. So, you know, sometimes
yeah.
we wear them. Sometimes we wear them out there. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the Challenger Court. So it looks like the University Place underdogs are winning their first mixed match, 8-3, over the Burien Bruisers. So we'll see what kind of pep talk Lucas gives him. He is still wearing the Rocky hoodie. I love to see the commitment.
That is a lot of commitment. It's warm out here. I mean, it's not like it's hot per se. Hot is sitting in the 120 degrees, but it's a black, silky sort of hoodie. And that's high risk, high reward if you're a mascot and also a GM. But
He wears a lot of hats, and you know what? Last week, Morgan, fun fact, he was the referee of the game.
wow, that
The
would
man can do
seem
it all.
like a conflict of interest. But
Yes.
what do I know?
It's not your dad's pickleball league over here, Morgan.
It
We
does.
really like to mix it up.
GM/referee. If you throw in player there, I mean that's why not? Just cover it all.
Another
Really?
fun fact, Lucas was at the GM meeting on top of a fire pole. He is a firefighter.
Seriously.
And the man is pretty incredible.
Yeah, you're not
so we hope
allowed
he
to
can
be that good looking
motivate us.
and a firefighter.
Yeah, save some for
Unfair
the rest of us.
For the rest of us.
Yes, right.
That's rough.
We'll see how this switch goes. Got a lot of work to do and not a lot of time. So what do you do if you're in this situation, you're down 13? What are you thinking? What kind of talk are you having with your partner?
Well, you've got to make some kind of change.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is to go out the same way you're losing.
Right.
If you are losing something, if you're going to lose, it has to be a different way. You cannot continue on something that's not working. For me, it has to be coming down to Huerta, doing more aggressive work on third balls and fourth balls. So here, that's a ball for him. I'm glad he took that one. And he should be able to finish this one off. Good man. I think he's watching the live stream.
He could be. And are you mic'd up into his earpiece right now? Because it looks like he took your
That
advice
is
there.
now illegal. That wasn't really in the rules. There was nothing against that in the rules up until this year. So quite shocking that a lot of players were out there with earpieces, just listening in to live feeds, getting advice from commentators and coaches around the world.
Let's see if they reset and get up. They just did a great job of keeping him back there, Morgan. Second serve.
Yeah, Zveran is doing a really good job of inserting himself up at the kitchen line in these balls. And that two-handed backhand is proving deadly.
Barry puts it down. That helps.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't hurt. But with less than 10 minutes on the clock, they got their work cut out for them. Good communication.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unlucky.
and the Sloth unable to make it happen there. I wonder if a quick name change wouldn't be awry.
No.
Good leave, good chat.
Great little drop there by Noah. Underdogs are picking up momentum. Wonder if there was a little bit of a Rudy speech at halftime over on the Challenger Court.
It's one of the few football movies I've ever seen, and I really did think it was spot on. That and Any Given Sunday,
Oh.
just great. That ball is going wide, played anyway. It's the generosity of Barry.
Yeah. All around great person. We got some battles going. Second serve.
16-3. Still, it's not like it's first to a certain number. They will keep going.
And we saw one of these matches last week where the Renton Rowdies got manhandled in their mixed match. So they came back and did really, really well and ended up winning the men's match. So four games today. So it's still early.
The Renton Rowdies.
The Renton Rowdies. Ooh, unlucky.
That's an aggressive play there from Zveran.
And we'll give a shout out right now to our league. Is sponsored by Paddle Tech. So thank you for being a part of this incredible league that we've got here. And they just released some new paddles, so check those out. Oop, looks like Noah overslid a little bit.
Slight screen play there from
He
Noah.
unhooked the trailer, and it went rolling down.
319. They have a small mountain to climb here. The smart money says the Gladiators are probably going to win this one. The
I like
Vegas
a long
odds
shot, but
are-
I don't think I'm taking it.
Yeah, it's a lot of the things right now I'm seeing. It's just I don't want to call them the basics because resetting some of these balls in the transition area aren't that easy, but the quality of the third, the split step timing in that transition area, the land of opportunity I like to call it,
Yeah.
they're just not as sharp as the Gladiators. As soon as I say that, it was a beautiful pickup there from Huerta.
So looking at the next match, hopefully you see him slow it down a little bit, right? A little more placement.
Yeah, there are times where he needs to slow down. There are times where he really needs to speed up. That was a good time to speed up. I barely recognize that sloth anymore. Like a tiger. And there's a ball on the court. So on both courts right now, the Gladiators are in the lead. This does bode well for their outcome for the match. Noah sends that one along. Just cramped him up on the forehand side. He's calling for the switch. It's a good play.
Mix it up, drives a little bit.
That is a
hard
great
one
eye.
to lay off of, and Ashley does.
Yeah. She knows her positioning on the court very, very well and recognizes that something traveling at any reasonable speed to her forehand side, that kind of right hip, right shoulder, has a great chance of going out. It's a smart play from Young Koo. Another two-handed backhand. Great close from Noah. He starts the fight with that tui and closes the show with the forehand. Impressive play from young Zvirin. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you're saying it right.
I mean,
and he's really going jam in the middle. Confusing.
A lot of consonants in a row there. It's difficult. Good looking backhand from Huerta to get it low to the Koo forehand. 27. A landslide. Not much time on the clock.
Nice little inside out there by
Ooh.
Brooke.
And
Little
some
roller.
willpower trying to get it over the net. A la Riley Newman. Apparently was in town yesterday.
Yeah, we got a chance to play with him. You know what? He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's getting there. Yeah, he's on the right track.
I like Jackson delayed that a little bit and then tried to go in the outside corner there. See if they can get a couple more. Great pickup.
And Huerta and Barry doing a great job. Of peppering Koo.
Yeah.
I think at that point Zvirin needs to just show his presence a little bit and try to attract the ball down the line.
And this is the first time these teams have played together. Though we started, this is week 2, but it was 4 different teams last week. The Cedro Woolly Mammoths, one of my favorite team names,
The Woolly
came away.
Mammoths.
The Woolly Mammoths.
I think the Sloth should be playing for the Woolly Mammoths, to be honest.
They finished 3-1. They are tied for the lead with the Seattle Stomp.
Okay.
Another name you might, Devin Shoquist, any of those matches? Did you ever
Yeah.
get a chance to play with him?
Yeah,
Great
back
guy.
in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are away for the next 2 weeks handling the Seattle Metro Humana tournament. Are you going to make your way out there, Morgan?
It's a very good question. I will if I can, for sure.
Okay.
It's if I have time once I'm finished here at the lovely ranch. And that ball stays in. Barry finding just the inside of the line. Good play. So they have made a bit of a meal of this one. I like it. 11-20.
Yeah. Chipping away.
It's a bit more respectful of a scoreline because there has been some great play from both sides. That wasn't, one of them, but other than that, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, just trying to string it together. It looks like a little bit of challenge right now for the Bandits. Nice slide there, and he is loaded on that two-hand. Jackson does a good job taking that out of the air. Let's see how this one ends up. Patience
great play
wins.
there.
Patience
Yeah,
wins.
it's
I love
impressive
it.
stuff from the Bandits.
Yeah.
A good all-round point. Had a little bit of everything.
Highs and lows.
And Huerta getting high for that one.
Yeah. Doesn't phase Ashley one bit. She was ready for it.
Yeah, very cool, calm, and collected. Beautiful two-handed backhand. Just caught him trying to unwind the stack. And that is the ball game there, Tyler.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go do a little player interview. 21-11. Gladiators win the first game. It looks like the underdogs won 17-8. And we're going to go talk with the winners of that first match.
Excellent. So, game one is in the bag. That was, of course, Jackson Huerta, Brooke Berry versus Ashley Koo and Noah Zvirin. It was the Gladiators coming away with the win. And I'm joined by Edward Hector from, well, previously Pickleball Central.
Morgan, it is awesome to see you out here at this amazing venue. So.
And you. I mean, you're the main reason I came. I'll tell Michael that it was, partly because of him, but, I had a funny feeling I'd run into you here, mate. What's been going on?
First off, retired.
Oh, demo away, and I asked.
No, I hear it. Okay.
Thinking about point construction from a standpoint of first four balls. And it's been really thoughtful about thinking about point setup and point construction and really working on service returns and looking at what you're trying to do with your fifth by setting up your third properly. And it's about court IQ at this point and trying to groove certain types of shots so that you can get yourself into a position to score or defend against someone trying to score. And so that's been a lot of fun working on the intellectual side of point construction.
It sounds like he knows what he's doing. If he's, where's he got you there? 4.5, 5.0? Are we talking future senior pro?
No, there are days I play.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Go.
Okay, so I am here with the winners of the first game here, Noah and Ashley. How did it go? What were your thoughts?
I thought we played really well. My saying in pickleball is whoever hits the ball over the net more is going to win the match. So I think we did that and some. So I think we did our job.
Yeah, Noah is so steady. It's easy to play with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley gets everything over to you, so don't let me take all the credit.
Well, did you guys practice a lot together? Because you guys look pretty flawless out there and very dominant the whole match.
Practiced a couple times. I think that just a couple practices, especially in mix, just knowing where the other person's going to be on the court is really important.
Yeah.
So as long as you know where they are and they know where you are, I think that's half the battle.
You won a lot of dink battles. Good patience there and going cross court and keeping it in. You let a few go out very wisely. Great job on that.
Yeah, I've been working on that. Anything to my right, Samuel says let it go. So I'm working on that.
If you let 10 balls go and 6 of them go out, you're winning the game. So
I love it. Well, congratulations. I'm excited to watch the women's match at the end tonight and the men's match, the third game there. So
thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right, back to you.
All right, great to hear from the victors there. Edward, tell me, PaddleTech, obviously, the title sponsor here. Anything coming up with them?
PaddleTech is readying the launch of the V3, the version 3 of their Tempest line. It'll be coming out next week. I got a chance to hit with the prototype starting about 2 weeks ago. For the first time, they're doing a thin core version of their rain shape, the elongated shape. That's actually the one that I'm playing with, and I love it. It's got a lot of that traditional Tempest feel, but they're using this new technology called iced carbon.
Iced carbon.
iced carbon. And
Dry ice.
It's I'm finding I can dry some people out with it. It's really gritty surface, really high texture, still has that traditional Tempest feel that a lot of players have just fell in love with. Great ball control, great ball feel, but now with a lot more texture to it. So, and the new shape with the thin core, which a lot of people like that, sort of 13, 14 mil thick, more power-oriented paddle in the longer shape. That's not something they've had before. So they've done a fantastic job of iterating that line and trying to cater to the evolving player personalities. A lot of people are trying to generate more pace and more power these days. So.
Yeah, it seems like, you can never quite get enough power, but there's always that one moment where you realize, oh, this thing is way too powerful. And then you remember all the times you said, I wanted a more powerful paddle. And then finally you get it. You can't keep a bloody ball in the court to save your life. And realize sometimes there's too much of a good thing.
There is. The one thing that I've noticed with it is that grit that they have put on with that ice carbon treatment. Is I'm able to work a ball a little better, cut backhands, trying to hit that little cut third, hit a cut return. I'm able to get that ball to bite better than I've ever been able to before with it in the testing I've done. So I think it holds up really well against a lot of the other raw carbon face stuff that's out there in the marketplace.
Beautiful. Well, it seems like a natural fit here, yourself and a lot of the paddle tech people in this area. When Michael, approached you about this, how did it kind of transpire?
Well, Michael is a paddle tech player himself. Peter Hudako, the head pro at this facility, also is a longtime paddle tech Tempest player. And so it just made a lot of sense for us to reach out to Curtis and the team there in Niles and see if they'd be interested in getting involved in some pretty high-level backyard pickleball. This is backyard pickleball with a very serious prize pool and a very serious level of competition. So, we've got some pretty great players out here.
Certainly. Backyard pickleball on steroids, I think, is an apt name for it. And Ashworth and Girolami.
Yeah, that's a pretty wicked team there.
It's gonna be fun to watch. I'm looking forward to this one. I haven't watched him play for so long.
For the record, Brian Ashworth is wearing a Cedro Woolly Mammoths hat. So, as the GM of the Cedro Woolly Mammoths, I was very pleased that he reached out and said, hey, even though we're a competing team, your hat is dope and I want to wear it. So
well, that's just commitment to great hattery, really. Yeah. I respect any man who can really sport that level of hat. And they're about to take on Takako. And a gentleman who I have not met, but I'm excited to see him do his thing.
So Daniel, who's going to be, so Daniel is a local, I don't know if I can use this word, badass, on the feed here. I apologize if that offends anybody's sensibilities, but I've been on the court with him, and that's what I would describe him as.
Okay.
Really high court IQ, really thoughtful player, really calm, great footwork. But can certainly work the ball. He's going to be a handful. It's a great match. This is really going to be a fun matchup between these two.
Well, obviously Ashworth has been around the game since the early 40s. I think he won the first nationals with Joan of Arc, and it was impressive.
I have sepia tone photographs of Brian from the early days of pickleball. Yes, it's impressive.
So if anyone can handle the court IQ of young Daniel Colon, I think he's got a chance. That and his Ernie. I think in combined, it's going to come down to see for me how well Big G can take on Takako.
That is exactly right. Hey, I'm going to hand it off to the commissioner, Tyler, and thank you for coming out and joining us, Morgan.
Great to have you on board.
Let me know if you need a beverage.
Okay, will do. I'll try to keep it clean for a little while. Who knows how it turns out.
Always good to chat with Edward. All right, we got another mixed match.
Yeah, it is. The Underdogs versus the Bruisers.
Takako's known for that lob, but Brian was ready for it. He's watched the scouting report.
Big G serving to Takako there. Lovely drop from Ashworth. Struggling with that middle ball. And a foot fault is called on Takako. And that's Peter Hudako calling it. There may be fighting words coming up shortly. Ashworth exposing Takako Tironju in the transition area.
A little bit of growing pains to get in sync. Started off early. Underdogs are coming off a win in their first mixed match, playing their second now.
Wow, it was
set the outside line there.
Yeah, it was a good dig to begin with, but the second one just popped up. That's certainly high enough for Cologne to put away. Yeah, it's a lovely single-handed backhand flick there from Ashworth.
Morgan, did you notice he did the step, too, to get a little more pace on that? I like that shot. Oh, Daniel lets him know who's in town.
Yeah. I mean, it's not to say he wouldn't have liked to have been at the kitchen line on time.
Yeah.
But he did get there with that final step.
Let's see what the Bruisers can do here.
That ball just catching the line. Very close. At 0-5, that's not the kind of serve you're looking for. Love to see him just get it in play, work their way up to the kitchen line, see if they can't construct the points at the opening phase of a match. Yeah, you really want to extend the points almost as long as you can, so you get the best kind of intel. Ooh. And that ball was obliterated. They should probably check it for cracks.
Bryant with 2 solid putaways so far. He means business.
And again, they're starting to run away with this one. And I'd love to see a little bit of energy from young Daniel Cologne and Takako Taranju. Maybe too much energy wide. Well, the GM seems to like it.
It appears that they are attacking the person that's coming up last. Look for this one to go back to Daniel. Oh, and he mixes it up.
Oh, he's just missed it. Yeah, I mean, one of the conventional wisdoms for mixed doubles is returning to the guy so you can avoid him coming up to poach off the girl's drop. However, if the drops are as good as Ashworth is doing right now over to the Takako side, well, that one doesn't count. That wasn't a drop, so this doesn't count as a commentator's curse.
All right, slump buster, here they go, 1-8.
Ashworth trying to be cute.
Yeah.
You know, he was born cute and he's attempted to stay cute his entire life. And there's honor in that.
Yeah.
Daniel Cologne, unfortunately, finding the net. That's third, just floating high and wide. A deadly combination.
And Morgan, you played with the best of the best. I'd also throw you up there as the best of the best. But
let's not
what
get
does
crazy.
it do sometimes when you're playing against somebody that's got the big name and on a hot streak? Do you just treat it Go strategy placement, or what runs through your mind? Stick to the game plan?
Well, typically call a timeout very quickly. And if that doesn't work, call another timeout and then a medical.
Yes.
Whatever it takes to cool them down. No, look, there are stages in a career, and for young Daniel Colon, this is, one of the early stages for him. Oh, that's a great eye.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally would have hit that. Fantastic. A lot of discipline to let that one go.
Yeah.
You have to kind of think to yourself that you're not going to be able to win all your opening matches. You're going to come up against just a buzzsaw once in a while, players more experienced, and you have to think about the long game in terms of that's your best time to learn.
Yeah.
You enjoy the process of what you can pick up from those players and in the pressure situations. You can often learn some stuff in just recreational things about technique, about shot selections, but how people react under pressure is a skill in itself, and you can learn that from the best of the best. And Ashworth, he's won a number of tournaments with Ben Johns. He posts about it on Facebook all the time. It's very funny.
Yeah.
But we love him for it. He's just got one of the best sense of humors in the game.
He's not letting those early belts go with Ben. He's reliving them.
No.
Nice
No,
position
and
there. On that
honestly, I remember playing against them, realizing he's actually one of the perfect partners for Ben, because he's very happy just living on the right side.
Yeah.
Ernie, he had a great Ernie and great hand speed, deceptive work, and he let Ben just spread his wings and fly.
I like it.
There's a lot to be said for perhaps Brian being the catalyst, the main reason why Ben is as good as he is today. I mean, that's
The point can be argued.
The point could be argued, 100%. There's probably some parenting and genes and stuff in there as well, but it's mostly Brian.
Daniel's going to try and keep him back here.
Daniel, great wheels. The read from Ashworth was there, just unable to get it down. He's always had a eastern, almost semi-western grip on that forehand. Makes the higher backhand a little more tricky to get down. Oh, he's all over it.
He read that like a book.
Okay, like a small allegorical novella.
Yeah.
Well, that was ambitious, wasn't it?
Sometimes you got to go big.
I mean, at 10-4, yeah, why not? Still in the first half. Anything could happen.
Just need to get a couple here before the turn. Great inside out.
Similar to the first match we watched, a lot of it is coming down just to the quality of the third balls and the trickle-on effect it has in the transition area. If Cologne and Takako Toronju can start really getting these thirds and fifths, they can start building points up at the kitchen line, and you just never know.
Takako's moving around a little bit here. Keep him guessing. And it works.
Beautiful. Very nice. She kept the big man honest.
Yeah. Take him away from that poach, right? It's a deep return by G.
That's a nice third. Oh, I'd have loved to have seen that one attacked. Oh, I think it stayed in. Girolami digs out. But Ashworth, he had one job to do. His wife did beautifully, and he just let her down. That's unfortunate, and there will be words in the literal kitchen later on, I'm sure.
And sometimes when you, as in all marriages, right? Sometimes you listen to them, sometimes you don't.
Never been married.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the reasons.
Okay. Let's go through some sponsors right now. Yeah. Let's talk about Pickleball Central.
I do love Pickleball Central.
Aren't they the best?
They're the most central pickleball agency I've ever seen.
It's the only place I order paddles from.
Really?
And we've got nets, they've got all the things, and they were gracious enough to be one of our gold sponsors here. And we got also Dura. Hey, we're ready for it. Speeds up the game. You a big fan of the Dura?
Yeah.
One of the greatest
Dura
balls
for
in
life,
the game.
baby.
Dura for life. Nice and quick. Let's talk about our gold sponsor, Asphalt Patch Systems. Chase Looker, good friend of mine. His company is helping us out with the league this year. If anybody's looking for a pickleball court, they can get it put in. Any business owners need their parking lots redone, driveways, they handle it all, and you'll see them all over town. So that is Asphalt Patch Systems. Thanks for being a part of the league, guys. Let's also talk about, Lucas is ready for a comeback here. Let's talk about Rockman Rockeries. We're here at the ranch. They've done a lot of work here, beautiful fountains, a lot of landscaping rocks. I can't count how many there are out here, but
If you could, you would be, you'd be like the Rain Man, really, wouldn't you?
yes, we would be
very
going straight to
impressive.
the Muckleshoots, which is the closest casino to where we're at.
Muckle Shoots?
The Muckleshoots.
Muckle Shoots.
Muckleshoots. It's a good one.
It's a heck of a name there. I like it. Muckle Shoots.
So Rockman Rockeries, they're available to do anything. Mark Bonthius, they've been around since '97. Great company. So thanks for being a part of the league. Let's go on to another gold sponsor, Custom Electrical Services. We had them out last week. Licensed and insured electrical company. Well, we're about to start back up, but they handle all residential and commercial. So look out for them, and thanks for being part of the league, you guys.
Cheers.
And everyone is drinking out of the keg handle here. And Fat Tire, New Belgium. Fat Tire is officially the first beer to have a zero carbon footprint. Pretty cool.
Seriously. I know there's a whole lot of talk about all these zero carbs,
Yeah.
and which I don't buy for a second, or low carbs.
Yeah.
But zero carbon.
Zero carbon footprint.
It's
So
the
they're
opposite of
doing it-
paddles these days,
Yeah,
isn't it? Where it's all
exactly.
carbon. Beer is doing the opposite. There you go. You learned
Great
something
company.
here today, folks.
Great company. All right, we've got play back together. Bruisers are only down 3. Let's see what they can do on that side.
This one's tight. And the other match over there, 5-7. That's
Yeah.
tight as well.
Looks like the Gladiators are making a little comeback back there. They're down 4-3 early in the match. Ooh,
That's great work.
what a spot.
Ashworth just owning the middle there. And the wifey, Juliana Girolami.
She's playing great. Nice, consistent pickleball. Lob.
Oh,
Ooh, almost worked. It almost worked.
yeah, for me, it was always low to the backhand side of Ashworth was the key to trying to set something up, force him to move around so he can't be so dominant in the middle, and just resisting the urge to attack him too often.
Great back-to-back shots by G there. Brian's covering some court. Let's see.
And
Takako
Takako,
takes advantage, and the crowd loves that.
yeah, she's got the earpiece as well, low to the
Yeah.
backhand.
Sticking to the game plan. Sticking to the game plan.
So Daniel Colon, he has to mix up his thirds. He's trying to get after Girolami, but unfortunately, with a drop, it's not coming at a speed that can avoid the Ashworth forehand. He may not be able to get it away from Ashworth. What he can do, though, is drop it to at least the backhand side of Ashworth, especially when he's returning. There's not much chance he's going to be able to pull off the Ernie in time for that. But he's consistently going there, and Ashworth is often getting a look at it. That said, he did a great job there.
And I tell you what, we got a ball game.
Indeed.
9-10. We just had a cameo by Callan. That is Brian and G's son. Grandpa's watching him on the Baby Bjorn. I love to see it.
Where is he?
Yeah, just a quick little walk by there. Ooh, Brian was ready for it.
Very nice. I wonder if it was named after Callan Dawson. Probably was. He's a big fan of Callan.
Oh, okay. Fun fact. We got a tie ball game on the Champions Court here. Let's see what happens.
If they have another boy and his name is Tyler, it's definitely after Callan.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Bruisers
Takako.
quietly take the lead.
It was quiet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little pick by Brian there. Slowing it down.
Oh, look at that.
What a hands battle.
Like a bronzed god with a beard and a slightly emerging belly.
That's someone you take into battle. No matter what the century is.
I would trust that man in battle.
Yes.
You know, give him a shield and a sword and a beer.
Who's going to do the ATP?
Oh,
What a shot.
that was gorgeous. Stunning and beautiful.
Rumor has it he's been doing some yoga. Quite the back bend there. We might have got more than a cackle pretty good. He's lost for words at once. I like it.
Yes. Okay. If he's been doing yoga, I've been doing my taxes. Okay. There's no way.
We'll talk about that off air soon. Here we go.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have a visual of him doing back bends and downward dog. And, oh, that's great work there from Takako.
Ooh, Daniel almost covers. Good spot, though. Gee. We got a ball game. Just a quick reminder, if this goes into OT, you will witness the first.
Oh, that... I think that was a third shot drop that was so bad it was a decent lob.
I saw it. Saw it a little wide.
There's a challenge. Hang on, do we have a challenge system?
I think they figured it out there. Yep, and the ref saw it.
Oh, I see. Okay, it's one of those challenges.
Looked like it clipped the line.
An old school challenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
To see a little sneaky lob here. What do you think?
Oh, and Girolami. I would have liked to have seen her lay out for that one.
Yeah.
A little bit of commitment couldn't hurt, you know.
5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes.
Yeah, worst case scenario, Ashworth raises the child by himself. I think it's a win for everybody.
Let's go, G!
The man could do it. I love it. All right. They hold. Second serve.
That shot kind of speaks to the presence that Daniel Colon does have. He's got good length, good wheels, and you know, when you've got someone like that, it's difficult to always play it so inch perfect that you can keep it outside their range.
You got to keep them honest. And now we got a tie game. We're sitting at the 4-minute mark here, so. Morgan, what do you think the difference is between the first half and this one?
Well, about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. I think they're gelling well together. They're gelling well over there. Let's see what happens. Nice little nonchalant sky serve there. Beautiful third.
Oh, I tell you.
Smart play. Down one.
Yeah, it didn't need to be that perfect. She's really trying to get close to the net on those thirds. That's a lovely looking third there, set up beautifully. And Ashworth with a finishing move, the likes of which Mortal Kombat 14 could look to pick up.
I did hear his wife yell, "Finish him," on that slam. Did you hear that one?
Yeah, yeah. It was a subtle sort of, a lot of it was with the eyes.
Challenge court's getting excited too over there.
Ashworth just making sure that he's the correct server. His longtime friend Peter Hudako doing the duties as referee.
This is exciting down to the wire.
Come on, right now, guys, right now. 14-14-2.
Who's your money on, Tyler?
You know, I'm a big momentum guy in this game, so I think the Bruisers might take
There's
this
a ball on the court, and that's going to ruin the chances for, unfortunately, Daniel Colon and Takako Taranju. So they'll replay that one. However, the clock has not stopped.
No, it is still running. Nice.
And he is up there in a hurry. He looks tall, he looks young, and
The kid can jump.
the kid can jump. A young Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. Another classic, iconic film. What a get. Let's see what happens here.
And again, low to the Ashworth backhand does the job. So they've taken the lead.
Bruisers take the lead.
Ball is approaching the court. No one seemed to mind, and that stays in. Takako just misses the ATP. Can they milk the clock here? Are they allowed to do that?
No milking of the clock.
Really?
Unwritten rule.
Interesting. But they do get 10 seconds, right?
Yes, they do get 10 seconds.
Okay.
But we have a megahorn if we think there's any milking going on.
A
2-point
megahorn.
lead. Megaphone?
Megaphone.
Sorry?
Megaphone, okay.
What?
Just floats long.
Just lays off it. What a play there.
Yeah, I
3-point
mean, that
lead.
is a veteran leave. She's been around the game for a long time, seen a lot of balls go out. They have started to open up the margin. And Ashworth rudely forces her to sprint, basically, for that ball. Ooh. Almost perfect work in transition.
Lucas is happy. The clock must be real low right now.
That was a sign of the pressure. I think he knew the clock was running out. He wanted one more flash.
Well, the fans got an epic comeback there. I think once we mentioned Rudy.
Yeah, that's what it was. No doubt about it. High stakes affair. Impressive work there from the Bruisers.
Yeah, great. And that Bruisers go 2-0. Oh, let's see. Brewers 1-1. Yeah, let's go interview the champions.
So they will interview the champs there, the Bruisers. They have taken down the underdogs, which, as the name suggests, well, is kind of right, really. They were underdogs for a reason, and they lost. That's a shame. But it will be shortly a next match. It'll be a men's match, and that's going to be the Bellevue Bandits versus the Gig Harbor Gladiators, playing a men's match. Jackson Huerta is going to team up with Tony Thompson. They'll be taking on Joden Terry and Noah Zvirin. We saw a couple of those players.
We live? Good. All right. What a match.
Oh, man.
You guys played unbelievable. Comeback. What was the halftime adjustment?
Just settle in.
Yeah.
G has a really good top spin dinks.
Yeah.
And was killing me, so I just cooled down,
Yeah.
loosen up the grip.
I like it. Some great resets in there. Daniel, what did you focus on the second half of that match?
Definitely trusting my shots and settling down.
Yeah.
Had some first match jitters and going up against the legendary Brian Ashworth, obviously. Yeah. So we just had to trust our shots.
Yeah. And you really in that though.
Yeah.
It looked like a
He was
totally new
aggressive
club
in the
over there
middle. Yeah.
at
Definitely.
the end. So
Yeah, we settled in there and were able to come away with the win. But it was a very tough match.
yeah. Team morality's at. Hey, you heard it here first. Halftime adjustments, calming down and making it happen. Good job, you two.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Awesome.
And we are back, about to get underway on our next matchup, the third out of fourth. Tonight, Wednesday night pickleball at the ranch. I mean, what a league. Speaks to the growth of the sport. Leagues like this springing up around the country. But I tell you, this setting, it's hard to think of too much better. Out in the wilderness, several deer just gallivanting around the countryside. Not on camera, obviously, but combine that with the beautiful pickleball, hard to beat. So our next matchup, as I mentioned, the Bellevue Bandits will be taking on the Gig Harbor Gladiators again. We saw them in match number 1 with a wonderful mixed exchange. Next will be men's doubles. Jackson Huerta, Tony Thompson, Joden Terry, and Noah Zvirin will do battle. And welcoming back to the booth here is Commissioner Tyler.
Morgan, we just did a great interview. Like we saw there, they just were a whole new team in the second half of that match there.
Really
Daniel
turned it
he was a little nervous going against Brian. Like as you said, it's a big name in the community. And Takako mentioned that she was getting killed on those cross courts, but they came back and they're pretty happy about that W.
It's big. It's certainly huge for their individual careers, but the collective as a team over the season. How many weeks will this season go for?
So we're on week 2, and it's an 8-week season with playoffs beginning week 9 and the finals on week 10.
Okay.
I'm really excited. I'm going to introduce Kramer from Kramer Sims from Grip.
Okay.
Just launched their pickleball paddles. Come on in here, Kramer. I'm going to give a quick score recap right now. Gig Harbor is 2-0. Bruisers are 1-1 from Burien. University Place is 1-1, and Bellevue is winless right now, 0-2. But look for this men's match for them to come back here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kramer, come on, have a seat, buddy. Tell us a little bit about. This is an exciting week for you.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, we just we got our inventory in. You know, everyone's been asking when it's going to come in. Finally came in.
Yeah.
And you know, we got our adjustable weight technology. Our paddle is called the Balance One. And it's got the balance point right there. And if you want to adjust that, you know, you can add some weight here, make it positive, or you can interchange this weight here. Let me just pop one out. Listen to that in the mic. Boop. And then this is the 10 gram. You could throw in the 15 gram weight. Pop that in there. Boom. Clicks right in.
Good to go.
So, yeah. Grip Pickleball, our website will be up and running August 1st, but if you're going to the Seattle Metro, we'll be slinging paddles there.
And they can see you out here every single match every Wednesday, right?
Yep. Or if you want to buy one, we'll be out here at the ranch.
I love it. It's a great product. I bought one the other day. Kramer reached out. We got a chance to play with Riley Newman.
Yes.
Me and Kramer almost took him down.
That was so close.
We got close.
I know.
The paddle really helped.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for you, man. Kramer Sims, great guy. Grip paddles, look for them. Hopefully we'll see a lot of those paddles in the local area getting played and shown off at the Seattle Metro there. So Kramer is now going to take over the booth with Morgan Evans, and we're really excited for this third match. We've got a men's match coming up here on the Champions Court. Joden and Noah are going to be taking on Jackson and Tony. So this is the main event. And they have bags too. Stylish, grip, and also they have great owners, Randy Anderson and Kramer Sims, and Kramer's going to step in and take my spot. So, Kramer, the booth is yours, my friend.
Thanks, Mr. Freed.
All right. Hey, I got a new co-host. Fantastic.
Excited to hang out with you, Morgan.
It's going to be good. All right. So how long have you been playing this crazy game?
Let's see. I started in 2019 at Pickleball Central, back when it was Pickleball Station.
Ah, yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
The good old days, the all or nothing days.
Yeah, did you play there much?
Yeah, that was fun. Every time I would come up, I'd usually try and make a trip down there and hang out with some of the legends,
So
Peter and Glenn Peterson.
I've actually got a punch card. Pickleball Station used to sell punch cards. Buy 10. I got to 9, and then they closed down, changed locations.
They robbed you.
Yep, never got that last stamp.
Oh, that's tragic.
I know.
Tragic. Oh well. So it looks like they're getting close to starting this one. Who's your money on here?
Ooh, a good question. You know, I will admit I'm biased. Grip happens to sponsor Joden's team there, Joden and Noah.
The Gig Harbor Gladiators.
Yeah, so I'm a little biased towards them, but you know, at the same time, he's got the attacks, man. He's not afraid to speed a ball up, and he'll follow it up. So
yeah,
you got to watch out for that. And then Jackson and Noah, they play together a lot, so they know each other's games very well.
Okay, so it could be a real game of chess out there.
Yeah, got to watch that dynamic. Noah loves cross-court dinking.
I haven't seen yet the other two gentlemen on the court, Tony Thompson and Joden Terry. So I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. All right, the crowd's getting excited. Almost rowdy. Big Tony T.
We got them stacking from the start.
That is strange, unconventional.
So on
interesting.
On even scores, they'll be doing the weird thing.
Yeah, let's hope they can keep up with that. The ref may have his work cut out for him to keep track of them.
Yeah.
Some last-minute discussions regarding some strategy. Referee having a quick sip of whatever's in that bottle. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll call it water.
Yep, that is a mango white claw. Not confirmed, but speculated.
Unconfirmed speculations there from Kramer. All right, and we got the show on the road. Huerta serving to Terry.
Here comes the cross-court dink. So,
and some quick attacks. And Zverin finishes with a nice-looking forehand. He's got quite a modern grip on the forehand side there, squashing well with a nice Eastern, almost pancake-ish look. And
go for the switch.
Yeah, that was a great-looking two-handed backhand. Might have been flowing long, but coming at a real pace. They're not looking for the switch here. It's a smart play with a good attacking side. Oh, that's adorable. And he had to work hard to miss that one there, didn't he, Kramer?
Just pulled the trigger a bit early on that lob, it looked like. Got under it. We saw a hat fall off. And it's back.
Good looking attack.
Yeah.
There does seem to be a barbecue going on behind me here, and the smell of onion and burger patties is going to be distracting. Could be distracting the players. That's probably what happened on that high forehand there.
And we got 3-0.
3-0.
It's a good looking drop from Noah. Loves this two-handed backhand. So does Tony.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of getting low enough to actually make use of that two-handed backhand. It's not easy to do.
Pulled off the switch on this one.
He's got redemption with that overhead and a great finish from Huerta.
Huerta, he loves the sneaking attack in there. Anytime he gets the opportunity.
Very sneaky. Good wingspan.
There's that spin serve from him. Not spin like yours, but. Another good speed up from Huerta.
Yeah, he's certainly getting the better of the down-the-line attacks.
Some cross-court dinks. Mixes it up. Almost a figure eight going on here. And just wide.
Just wide. That's a little bit impatient there, I think.
Yep, I agree.
For my money, I think those gladiators can work the point a little bit longer. They could look to see if they have a serious advantage in the dink exchanges before they just pull the trigger. Or we could just do that.
It's pretty good speed up.
Yeah, it's a good deceptive two-hand attack.
See,
I think until Thompson gets a good read on when that two-handed attack is coming, he might as well continue. Do you have a two-hander or a one-hander?
Got them both in the bag, but ground strokes I like to swing the two-hander.
Okay.
Dinking I like to swing the one-hander.
Fair enough.
So. This is a good exchange. Gladiators end up on top of that. 50-50 little coin flip there. Hands battles. seems as if Noah's trying to keep the ball in front of him this game, and Jackson's also trying to keep the ball in front of himself. So, wow, nice.
Wow, that was a great pickup to keep the point alive.
Great reset by Noah. Got a good-looking point going on here.
That was an out ball.
Jackson with a good lead.
Yeah. Zvirin did hit an out ball and then responded in kind. So lucky to get away with that one. 5-2-2 is the score. And they will be looking for another switch. Wise move to return down the line. And Thompson sticking the backhand volley, giving them the side out. Nice work. Only 3 points the margin now.
There's Jackson. He likes to switch up his serve. That one he hit straight. Sometimes he gets a little English on there.
Well, variety is the spice of life.
There's the straight one.
Ooh, and Thompson visibly upset with himself on that one. It was a very strange attack, I'll be honest with you. Very,
Way
well
below.
below the net, unconventional, borderline weird. Yeah, it looks like a battle of two-handed attacks down the line, and so far Zvirin is just getting the better of it.
Joden was ready for that attack. Jackson excited to get involved, pulled the trigger.
I don't think we'll wait too long before we see another attack down the line from Zvirin. And there it is.
There it is, yeah.
He's having so much success, you know, why change it now?
2 or 3 dinks, and then, yeah. Looks like they're going for another switch. And they did not pull it
Oh,
off.
it's a fake. I like this change from them. We'll at least see if this pattern pays off. If Zvirin can attack down the line now.
Here is the backhand cross-court dinks.
Oh. Yeah, I think Thompson, he wasn't doing a bad job in that cross-court exchange. Didn't need to speed that one up. Just feeling the pressure from these young bucks. And Brian Ashworth has graced the court with his presence. He casts a long shadow, that man.
All beard.
All beard, all the time.
You know, his son, I'm waiting for his son to grow that beard. I'm not sure.
I think he'll have it by 6.
6.
Yeah, I think he'll have it. Yep.
And another ball in court. And we got 8-3.
So the Gladiators spread the margin to 5 now. And again, this is not a winning combination for the Bandits.
Noah's going to set up some.
And once
Pretty
again, the
sweet
Gladiators. Yeah, it was a good looking ATP. That ball was very wide.
Good defense by Jackson there.
Thompson looking for a side switch. It's a good move. The alternate positions weren't working too well.
Joden asking him to hit it harder. Doesn't like the off-speed pitch.
That is a baseball reference. Fully aware. Sports ball. All right, so they will look for another switch here.
Tony calling for the switch, yeah. Noah not pulling the trigger with Jackson in front of him.
Zvirin, yeah, that two-handed backhand rolling move, I think it's an effective play. It reminds me a lot of Julian Arnold, Connor Garnett. He can really take over well with that off both wings, making an even more dangerous player. 10-3 is the score, or 3-10. And that is an out call, pretty close from this angle. And turns out it was probably pickleball gods rarely lie. Nice looking attack. Just sliding off the paddle, finding that right hip of Joden.
Jackson excited to drive, drop. Showed a lot of good shots that point.
And that's a routine and a rare error off the third from him. Haven't seen him miss too many drops.
And it looks like we're switching sides.
The old side switch. That means it must be the 10-minute mark.
Gladiators leading 10-5. Bandits need to figure out just how to let Jackson do his attacks. I think he's had some success in scoring points doing that. So let's see if they can pull that off.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of choices. Either keep him mobile, so at least he's a more difficult player to find, to attack, or Huerta needs to, if he wants to be on the left, he has to do a lot more work to cover that right side of the court. Difficult. It's not going to be easy. So far, Zvirin has been able to cover a lot of court, attack almost without any sort of abandon. He's had so much success with his dinks and his down the line attacks, especially off that two-handed backhand and following up with the forehand side. I think the Bandits would do well to put Jackson back on the left-hand side and just get him to dink cross-court until someone passes out. I mean, honestly, it's not working when he attacks too often. He's had one good attack down the line when Terry was in front of him. I think getting him back in front of Terry is going to be their best chance, but for now, they look like they're sticking with their familiar positions. Didn't work too well in game one. Let's see if they can turn it around in game two. Players are ready. Ref is ready.
We're ready, right? We're ready?
Yeah, I mean, might as well. We're here.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, it's a great leave. And I tell you, the right thigh of young Thompson, it's going to be some bruising. There's no doubt about it. And as for a player that's not actually on the bruises, I'm not sure it makes sense.
Well said. And here we go with the Costco dinks. What's up?
And Terry up to the task. I think Huerta is starting to feel a little bit more pressure now to initiate attacks early on. That one was a little premature. And Thompson, when it rains, it pours. So Gladiators running away with it now, and as one of their sponsors, you must be pretty happy with this one.
Yeah. They got the grip on the sleeve, you can see. Neither player playing a grip this game. Joden's not used to it quite yet, so he's still sticking with that other paddle.
Well, they've got some very good-looking Selkirk paddles, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they got next week.
Yeah. Well, money talks.
Wow, some good-looking angles here.
Yeah, grid play. Terry finishing off nicely. And a more of a subdued sort of chest pump there. Didn't quite nail it. I'd like to see something flying later on. Another great eye. Yeah, it's a veteran call. Yeah, it's one of the most underrated skills in the game, the leave.
Oh, the no swing. It's the best move in the game, yeah. The spot there right on the big toe of Noah.
So 5:15. They got a lot of work to do to catch up. Great looking serve though from Thompson. Yeah, just a lot of pace. Terry now really picking up his game. I think every time that ball's high, forehand or backhand, he seems to have just enough pace to get it low and hard enough to cause some real trouble. And
time crunch
Brian Ashworth has sent another ball over onto the court with a beautiful inside-out play. Well bearded.
Same with the clock running out on the Bandits. Might need to start being more aggressive. But
Would you say there's any chance the Bandits could steal this one?
They're going to have to get a side out pretty quick here, and
Right, well, I think that pun was wasted, but no worries.
Match might be decided.
Terry, yeah, that ball got low and wide. A lack of footwork cost him there. But they have a healthy
got a smile
lead.
on his face. I think he likes drilling his partner Noah there, getting him some practice for the Metro coming up next week.
Isn't the Metro on now?
That is true. I think senior divisions did start.
Shout out to the seniors, propping up the game. 17-5 now. Terry serving to Huerta. I really just like saying Huerta.
You do, I can
It's
tell.
just great.
Just backhand. Sensing a backhand battle coming up.
Oh, and that's a beautiful catch. No points. But it's going to make Thompson feel very good. He's read one and responded beautifully.
See, sometimes those feel-good points can
Yeah.
strike,
Tell you,
start the fire.
if he had done that in the first few points of the game, then Zvirin wouldn't have been able to run away with as many unchallenged attacks. I think we'll see a more disciplined Zvirin now.
Pretty low and slow attack there. Jackson ready to explode on it, but
The old low and slow.
don't need to say it, but that is not the time for that.
There's rarely a time for a misserve, but that is definitely not one of them that if you had to choose.
Tony protecting his line very well on that one.
Yeah, good job.
He may have figured Noah out. Fortunately, a little late in the game.
Yeah, when it's a time-based match, unfortunately, oh,
An
that is a
ATP.
beautiful ATP and defense. And revenge. Very
Tony
impressive there.
Showing Noah
from
what a two-hand backhand looks
Tony
like from the other
Thompson.
side of the net.
Okay, well, they start to claw back. Unfortunately, time is going to run out relatively shortly.
All drives from the other team. That's what they need to do. And there's a drop.
Yeah. Not too happy with his play. Certainly has improved, though, throughout the match.
That's what they're looking for.
Yeah. If they can just get, like, 9 of those now.
Yep.
Well, they still won't make it. But if they can get 11 of those now. Whew. And that gives them the ball back. Putting Zvirin in front of Thompson again. And that is a lackluster approach to a third ball. I'd love to see some footwork. Oh, gorgeous.
Noah with the follow-up.
It's like he's done that before.
He really loves that line on his backhand side. Curves it right in there.
Just confirming with the ref, they've got the right server. And they do now, 18-7-2. And a good-looking landslide victory here from Joden. And Noah, yes. It's hard when you switch from first to second names.
Yep.
And they've reached the 20 mark. It's a mental victory when you get to 20, I think. On the other courts, 21-14 is the current scoreline for the Gladiators. Sorry, not the Gladiators. The Underdogs, University Place Underdogs.
The Underdogs, that's a tough men's team. Pretty solid.
I do like Terry's serving technique. Very pretty. Hair looks great.
Hey, you know, Jackson, he got a sharp haircut too just the other day. As did Tony.
Yeah, no, Tony's looks spot on.
I know.
Jackson, yeah,
Always looking good.
He's sort of a kind of a marine cut. Boom goes the dynamite. Yeah, that 5th and 7th just a little too high against a team like this.
Jordan asking what the time is. He might smell the hot dogs. That might be why.
Oh, that's a beautiful lob. Great retrieval. Jackson. Is he there? He is there. Oh!
Jackson.
And it pays off. Play of the day.
That is
I tell ya.
Great hustle.
They may not win the match. They definitely won't. But they've won the hearts and minds of pickleball fans around the world with that one single play. Lost a few of those there, but that's okay. We'll just focus on the previous one.
To a great point. Sometimes it's tough.
And that two-handed backhand, it takes a lot of work to really get the right spacing and body height for a two-hander. Zvirin makes it look easy, but he's, he's a younger man, slightly more slight. And when I say slightly, I mean very. Oh!
Jordan with the compliment as he lets the ball go out.
Yeah, it's a great leave. A good match, a lot of highs and lows. In the end, the Gladiators came away with a great victory for their team. Nice work.
23-8.
So tough day in the office there for the Bandits.
And good day for Grit Pickleball, sponsor of the Bandits, of the Gladiators. Whoops, shouldn't have messed that up.
Yeah, no, I think it's probably something you should write down, maybe.
Yep. All smiles here.
All smiles, a good time out here at the ranch. We're going to be crossing live now to the victors.
This is not a win. This is not a winning thing. This is just the guys. The GM. You guys got to win your own match.
Your team. I'm not a guy.
Okay.
So here we are. Great job, you guys. That was my main event match, and you guys took it. Proud of you guys. Yeah. What worked well there? It seemed like from the start you guys were meshing really well.
Yeah, I mean, Joden's got that Falcon punch backhand, so I just wanted to set him up for that. And then after that, it's just play the game, right? Dink, counter, get the ball over the net.
Let's be honest. You make it very easy. And then there's a lot of extra motivation. For those of you at home that might not know, there's a slight wager. And I don't know where Jackson's at, but there should be a $100 bill going that direction right there. I don't know if that's legal to say or not, but
it's 100% legal. It's not your dad's backyard pickleball league.
Yeah, don't bet against me.
Yeah, that backhand, I've seen it a lot in the 253 Pickleball Club. Joden's been doing that for years. And we got bitter people. That's what I love about this league. Oh, yeah. Congrats on the W. Brandy, unbelievable job GMing tonight.
Oh, I mean, I'm doing my best.
She pulled all the right strings.
I did, yeah.
What's the secret in setting your matches and just
You just have a great team. It was a good, strong draft.
I mean, I could have picked any one of them to start, but
Yeah.
they're all on fire today. So
The toughest was picking the guys on the girls' team. I get it. When we shave our
Yeah.
legs, it makes it more
Yeah,
difficult to shoot.
that'd be hard to pull off.
My wig's still in the shop, so I couldn't. Heather and I were gonna give it a go tonight,
Yeah.
but it just wasn't gonna happen.
Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Cool, calm, cracking jokes. Look for these guys to finish strong today.
Awesome.
Back to the studio. Great job.
Thanks, guys.
Go Gladiators.
Thank you.
All right, and we are back. So nice work there from the Gladiators to clinch Game 3. As we get ready here for Game 4, it is going to be a women's doubles matchup between the Burien Bruisers and the University Place Underdogs. Will the Underdogs once again live up to their name or not? So Takako Chironju and Katie Owens, they're going to take on Sabrina Wixon and Juliana Girolami. That's coming up shortly. What are you looking for this one here, Kramer?
You know, every time I watch Takako play, I always look for those Takako lobs. They are my favorite to see. I don't know how she can hit the ball so low and make it over everybody's heads. So definitely keep your eye out for that. Haven't seen G play in a long time, but look at that. Look at her warm up.
Yeah,
Man,
I
oh
mean,
man.
I'd say she's winning the warm-up.
Very quick hands. A lot of experience there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The wife of Ryan Ashworth. What a drilling partner that is. Keep things light, keeps them entertaining.
Oh yes.
Throws in just a dash of education once a year or so. So yeah, it's a tough one. I haven't seen much of the fourth player on the court, Katie Owens. So I'll be curious to see her play and how she teams up. It looks like she will be taking the left side of the court while Takako is on the right. Girolami looks to be warming up on the left and therefore likely playing on the left-hand side. I'm not sure if they'll be stacking. It's not always so simple to not be exposed, especially when you've got a decent set of drives on the third ball from the opposing side. But the girls are certainly going to bring the heat as it gets late in the day here in Ravensdale, Washington. I recently arrived about 2 hours ago or so long drive down from Bellevue. But I'm loving it.
How's the traffic?
As normal, 405 was a little rough, but I was only on there for 20 minutes for that 400-yard journey.
Looks like we got the sun going down, dropping the.
It doesn't every
below
day.
the trees a little bit, so see a couple shadows on the main stage here. Doesn't seem like it'll affect the play much though.
No, the sunset today is 9:02 p.m. We should be well under the mark here at the end of game number 4. Takako just working on those resets. Gets low so well. I tell you, there's some aggressive-looking sunglasses there from Katie Owens.
Yes, those are green, and then some.
Yep, they're whatever's slightly more green than standard green. That's Vegas green right there.
It's okay.
And Tyler Owens, not Tyler Owens, that's a different person altogether.
Freed.
I was commentating or playing with someone named Tyler Owens last week. He may be joining us again. Is Tyler going to be joining us?
Yeah, I'm going to jump back in really quick and then
Jump back in.
finish up. We're going to update
I'm
some
hoping
people on
Tyler,
what's going
as
on
the
here.
commissioner, I'm hoping you'll round things out at the end of
Yeah, we got to
today's-
update our fans.
Update the
Our
fans.
amazing fan base.
Hanging out with you.
All
And
right.
you, mate.
So we got a UP with a W there,
Yeah.
and then one there, and then one there. Okay, so the University Place Underdogs are sitting 2-1 right now. The Burien Bruisers are 1-2. Still a lot of opportunities to force some ties. Let's see, mixed doubles. We got a W there, and then not sure what happened there. And I know these guys won here. Let's check. Let's get a rolling.
Hey, Noah, do you know if Joden and Heather won their mixed match or no?
Yeah,
They did. Okay.
We're
3-0. Well, I keep
Okay.
interviewing Noah, so that's a good sign, right? So the Gig Harbor Gladiators have ended up on the mic a lot tonight. They are 3-0. That means the Bandits are 0-3. But we've got a big finishing match here, ending in the women's doubles match. Excited to see it. It's going to be electric.
It is an exciting time to be alive.
What a
I
time to
tell
be
ya,
alive.
what a time to be alive.
Could have said it better myself.
2-minute papers.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I am excited to see what happens here.
I love that.
So the men get to sit back and relax. The women had a nice little break. It's go time. It is go time.
Or at least will be very shortly, once referee Peter gets them organized.
Fun little fact here.
Ooh.
Are you ready for it?
Am I sitting? Yes, I'm sitting.
Do you got a minute?
I got a minute.
Perfect. Let's talk.
Okay.
If Takako and Katie take this, we will have the first overtime in the history of Wednesday Night Pickleball at the Ranch.
Wow. Okay, we want that then.
We want extra action.
Yeah, more pickle is good pickleball.
Excited to see it.
Yeah, we got a man just gently carousing past the court.
Lucas is trying to cheer his team on. They need this W. Excited to see it.
Looks to be a Truly in his hand.
Yes. Are you a big seltzer guy?
No.
No. Okay, same.
No. No, if the Australian government found out I was just drinking seltzers left, right, and centre, and I don't care if it's a Truly or a White Claw or whatever else is left, I'd be deported instantly.
Yeah.
It's beer or wine or spirits or basically anything else.
Yes. So we're both on the
Hang on, are we sponsored by a
non-seltzer.
seltzer?
We're not.
Okay,
and I
great.
don't think we will be.
Okay.
We are sponsored by
Could have ended
New Belgian
so
beer.
badly. Okay, great. Yes, New Belgian. I love
This
me
is
some Fat Tire.
exciting. Yes. And they got the Voodoo Ranger that I've been told I'm not allowed to drink while I'm on air.
Voodoo Ranger.
Because it's got a little kick.
Yeah, I mean, that's saying it lightly. A mule has a little kick. A Voodoo Ranger has something a little extra. Yeah, that's a wake up.
Okay. She's really got that cross court.
She rolls it beautifully. And she didn't get it from Brian, so I don't know how she learned that. Probably watched,
That was learned out of the house?
Probably watched Ben.
Yeah. Do you think they watch the game tape a lot at the household there?
I imagine
sure hope
it's
so.
nothing but Ben and Brian reruns, just looped every screen of the house. The baby just gets put in front of it.
Yes.
Look, Daddy won another medal. Look how he carries Ben. That's what I would do anyway. Oh, and Takako out of nowhere, like a ninja or a gazelle.
A little shake and bake. Katie, former Ball State tennis player.
Ball State?
Ball State.
What is that?
It's a college.
Ball.
Ball.
B-A-L-L.
You guessed it, my friend.
Ball State. I know.
Hold on, are
I
you
know.
saying bull or ball?
Well, I thought you were saying ball.
I'm saying ball.
Ball. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a state called Ball. That I'm not aware of.
B-A-L-L.
Like I know all the states. I mean, I don't know all the states. No one knows
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the states.
You know, they kind of get sneaky on those state colleges, right?
Right. Like I know California State because
Yes.
California, I'm aware, is a state.
Correct. Nailed it.
Yeah. Washington State.
Yep.
We're in
Go
Washington.
Cougs. Go Cougs. Former. That's my alma mater. Ooh,
That ball just
almost
wide.
flipped
Look, we're going to get to the end of this whole ball situation.
Yep.
If it kills us. And I apologize that it's disrupting what looks to be some fine pickleball. But, okay, where is Ball State?
I think it's an East Coast school. I can't tell you, but I know it's in the U.S. And I think their logo is green, and I know that Katie Owens played there.
Well, we know our stuff here, folks. If you need to know anything about universities and/or pickleball, just
College
come
locations.
come to Wednesday night pickleball at the ranch, the league
I love it.
with the most. Good. You know, I'm just gonna look it up, just so no one can say you don't know about.
Yeah, our
ball.
fact checkers are on a
Yeah, they're on strike.
coffee break right now.
Yeah, they're with the SAG strike right now. A lot of them are actors.
Ball State is in Indiana. The groundskeeper
Indiana,
has
yeah.
jumped in on the conversation,
Public
helped us
University
because we were
in
struggling.
Muncie or Monkey. Probably Muncie. Yeah, no, you're right. In Indiana.
GK, want to know.
Nice work.
Michael Winnie, we are at his place, and he is giving us Wikipedia level data.
Yeah, that's why he makes the big bucks.
Lucas still in the robe.
I don't think he's going to ditch it. It could get to minus 17.
Yep.
He'll do it.
He's prepared.
I mean,
Oh,
not
G
afraid
with
of
a
a
little
little
scream there. I like it.
Yeah. It's an exciting time for G as well.
Do you play with a lot of emotion when you play pickleball, Morgan? Or are you just kind of nonchalant?
These days, it has to be a lot for me to be emotional.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in the day when I used to be someone. I mean, I can't even get arrested in this town anymore.
Yeah.
Those I would get emotional because they were higher stakes games. These days, sometimes if I'm lucky, I'm playing in front of someone's dog and an uncle.
Yeah, tens of people.
Oh, if I'm lucky. I think I was on a live stream the other day, and I looked at the live stream, and 16 people were tuning in, and that might have been the grand total. So,
hoping we can crush those numbers tonight.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, the sun has gone down. Ooh.
Did you win the tournament, Morgan? I hear you ask. Yes, actually did.
I am so sorry.
16
you threw me a
people-
softball there.
16 people saw it, but you weren't one of them, I guess.
Yes.
So it's fine.
Let me know on the next time. Let's make that 17. Good layoff there. Good team talk over there by the underdogs. Lucas, coaching in boxing gloves and a truly.
I mean, if it comes down to a fight between the gladiators and the bruisers, and it's going to be tough.
Well, the GM, Brandy Givens, co-GM, Mike Givens, one of the greatest people you meet, is not here tonight. But Brandy
I know Mike. He's
is
awesome.
wielding a sword.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't see her sharpen it, so it may be plastic. We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, we'll find out. Nice
Coming
work
together.
there. Yep. Good looking work. The glasses are paying off beautifully there from Katie Owens.
Sabrina's got a nice little runner there. You gotta love it.
Yeah, great top spin. Getting wide.
You know, she does have the Vegas glasses on. Could be Ball State colors.
Could be Ball State.
We've gone full
Indiana.
circle.
Yep. We may come back to it.
Yeah.
And
She
G.
is grunting right now, going for
Very.
well.
Yep.
Could it be the warrior comments we made about taking Brian to battle in any
Maybe.
century or decade? It worked last time.
Oh, a great drive and a subdued fist pump.
Did
but
you see the
a
soft fist
Yeah, it was very soft, but it was like a tired bicep curl, hammer curl at the end of a fifth set. You're
Alongside.
like, just get me out of here.
Spoken beautifully by a man that does a lot of bicep curls.
I mean, you can see these guns.
Yes.
I mean, guns for days.
The laptop's blocking them at home. You can't see him, but I can attest the man does the curls.
I've
Nice
actually only
deep-
recently discovered the virtues of the hammer curl.
Yeah.
I just never bothered before, but it does hit one of the seps. I don't know which sep.
Yeah.
I guess there's two of them.
Yep. Tries and buys.
Yeah. No, as in like two within the bicep.
Oh, there it is.
I mean,
Okay.
the clue's in the name, really, isn't it?
Ooh, we got
Nice
a game
work.
here.
Takako. She just gets that ball down so quickly.
Having a good time out there,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It's hard not to have fun with Katie. She has lost the glasses, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
She has gone from Clark Kent to Superman right
I mean,
now.
was that the secret to some early success, though? We're going to find out.
I do not see any UV rays right now. What are your thoughts here on the weather?
They are very difficult to see. Much like radio waves, it's just near impossible.
Most like those bicep tries. Slides over. Slides over.
Yeah, they're like my biceps. Near impossible to see from the naked eye. Killing me here. Good times, though. Good times.
Honestly, probably one of my favorite announcing times, Morgan. I know you've
One
got
of your favorites.
One of my
them.
favorites. Yes.
It was
one of
this
my
week and
favorites.
last week. If last week's guy was better than me, then just shoot me in the face. I mean, who was it, just out of interest?
It was myself. So this is a lot more fun, is what I was getting at. But I love the literally and figuratively approach you're taking here.
good.
Oh, here we go. We got something. I'm sensing a Takako lob soon.
That could have been an out ball.
Yes. You don't
But
see her
from
do
this
that
angle,
a lot.
Tough to see. And she's sort of poking her tongue at her daughter over there.
Aya Crippen over there. She's biting her nails. She wants mom to get the victory here.
What a drop there from Girolami.
Tides might have turned. Girolami. Phil's right there. Nice.
Oh, she got away with that one. An awkward deflection to say the least,
Yes.
but
Came flying.
yeah, it came out of nowhere.
8-4 underdogs. Second serve.
Can they define their namesake? Oh, not so much. Katie, just describing.
Playing with limited time right now. Oh, looks like the Gladiators are up 12-3 over the Bandits there. Ooh, a little wide.
Dogs just wandering around here.
Yes.
I'm
Living the
impressed
ranch
they're not,
life.
They're not, disrupting play. They're not chasing the balls. Just very well behaved. That's a rare missed ball from mid-court from Takako. Just usually so solid. I mean, missed by an inch though, so we'll give her some store credit
I
there.
think we should.
Miscommunication, and Takako misses her opportunity to bake that shake.
I saw that poachable ball there.
Who
Gotta
was the guy last
communicate.
week? Who was your co-host last week?
Oh, we're still hung up on.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
That's why
no, I
wanna
don't.
know.
I don't
know
blame
who my
you at all.
competition is.
No, it was not a celebrity. I was by myself, so it was a little bit of sarcasm there. So I'm having a great time right now.
I see. I learned very quickly at the Nationals after a day and a half of doing it by myself that I should not ever be left alone on a microphone. So I always need someone here to supervise me.
You know, it's kind of
so
like
don't
being
leave me.
stranded at sea. You know,
Yeah. You end up
Eventually you start
making love
trying to
to
make
a
yourself-
volleyball.
Wilson.
Wilson! And he turns it. My name is Voigt. Just call him Wilson the whole time.
Oh, way more enjoyable. Morgan, what do you got on the docket this year? What's happening this year for you?
My life these days focuses a lot on the Arizona Drive. The GM and the coach for them. So we've just drafted a new team. We are now a premier team. So our first event is in Atlanta, late September. So we're gearing up for that. We've actually drafted one of your local players here, Vivian Glosman.
Oh, you did?
Yep, she is. She's our upside player.
Yeah.
I tell you, if she lives up to even half of her hype, and no pressure, obviously, Vivian. But if you're watching this, we need you to really perform. We've got two Vivians. Vivian David being the other one. She's going to be our right side queen.
Okay.
Glosman hopefully is going to rule the left, and she has every chance to be the new queen of the left. Obviously, Annalie Waters seems to do it fairly well. So a little bit of work to do, but I think with Vivian Glosman's reach, athletic ability, background, amazing tennis background, she's got a chance. So I'm looking forward to seeing her in action. Julian Arnold and Deckel Barr round out the gentlemen. So
Julian's been talked about a lot. He's pretty popular in the media right now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's by Julian.
Yeah.
But
Well,
either way.
Good press is any press, right?
Hey, until you blow your own trumpets, you're just never going to hear those golden notes, really. So, and Julian is one of the best at those. So, he's
the
a
golden
rah-rah
trumpet.
guy.
Now, was that an Australian? I haven't heard that one before. I like that.
Write that down.
Yeah.
You can use them next week when you're doing this by yourself and having the greatest time ever.
Tell us about how the draft went. A lot of. You
think
spreadsheet, all the things. Just.
I had like two laptops,
Yeah.
a phone, a tablet, and an assistant who was just sort of taking photos and stuff.
Yeah.
It was very professional, all out in Central Park, New York.
Really?
Yeah, they've got 14 courts now, City Pickle. They took over the ice skating rink.
Yeah.
Realized there were so few ice skaters in summer, so they decided to just be like, nope, no one's skating. No ice, and so they turned it into pickleball courts, 14 courts. Decided it would be a good spot to host the draft. So 12 teams in the Challenger, 12 teams in the Premier. We've got 3 more events this year, and then next year we'll start it all again. Could be a very different format next year, so watch that space to see how the game is going to change.
Morgan, can I deep dive with you on this? What,
Yeah,
what
why
does pickleball look like with you in the next 5 years? I mean, what are the things we're seeing?
Well, honestly, if I'm lucky, I'll have some kind of role. I really want to help bring pickleball to the Olympics.
Yes.
It's been talked about to a large degree. It's probably not going to be on the microphone, I'll be honest with you. They need people slightly more serious than myself for that. But
my letter of recommendation for you is in the mail.
Fantastic.
I will send it out to the Olympic
Fantastic. Alongside the check, I imagine.
Yes.
No, it's been a goal of mine for quite some time to just have a hand in it. I'm not going to be leading the charge. There'll be smarter men than I with deeper pockets to help with that. But I want to help the game go in that direction because I think it is kind of the next frontier for the sport, and for us to be taken seriously on the world stage, it is really the next big thing. So.
And you've been quite the ambassador over the years.
I mean, I've tried. And I will continue to try until the game is sort of done with me and I take up, bridge or something like that.
Yes. I thought you were going to go cribbage there. I didn't see the bridge coming. Another surprise for Morgan.
Cribbage, yeah. I think I would always get it mixed up with cabbage, and I think people would get annoyed with me.
All right, we're back in play. Just kind of a low lob there.
Lobbing from the baseline is tough. There's no doubt about it. And Wixon is quite tall.
Yeah, we got 9-9 here.
That ball just a little too high. She survives for just long enough. I mean, that's key, really. Sometimes you just got to make one more ball.
Yeah. Don't rush the put away.
And at this higher level, and it's the big thing that people realize when they do try to up their game and they start competing with stronger players, that what was once a put away is now coming back, and you got to be prepared for it.
Classic case of pick your battles.
Yes.
All right. That helped a little bit.
So
Phil,
9-11.
the GM of the Underdogs. They are not messing around.
Yeah, only 2 points the margin.
Great corner serve there.
Yeah.
Let's see where this goes. She was ready.
Yeah, she was so ready. I mean, that's key for the left side player to know when to be forehand ready for the potential either cross court or middle attack. Brian Ashworth, her husband, has never actually played on the left. A notorious right side player.
Yeah. Now, you've brought that up a lot for the viewers at home that don't have 20 years of pickleball experience under their belt at a high level. How do you decide, especially you probably went through this with your draft, is who do you put on the right side, who do you put on the left side?
Well, so many of the players have a natural inclination to and typically play in tournaments on one side as opposed to the other. There are very few players that at the highest level that are always just playing regular pickleball and not stacking to keep what's often called the dominant player or the alpha player on the left-hand side. That kind of myth or misnomer is starting to change, especially in the women's game, where often the two-handed backhand is a dominant shot, and sometimes we'll see the right side player being the dominant player on the court using that two-handed backhand in the middle.
Oh, we saw that was Irwin today.
Yeah. Although he was on the left-hand side in men's doubles. A lot of the time they didn't have to stack when they were playing mixed to keep him on the left. He was very, very good with his two-handed backhand in the middle. And that really helps.
Great digs by the Underdogs there.
That one's a little high. Ooh.
We are trending towards an OT here. Bruiser's up 2.
Nice work. Two-handed backhand in the middle.
It's getting intense.
5 minutes left on the clock.
Great low return by G.
She has a look of seriousness on her face.
Yeah, I haven't seen a smile today.
Unrivaled, really.
University Place Underdogs, sponsored by Leaf Guard. Great little company, keeping your gutters leaf-free.
I think that's the Burien Bruises, is it not?
Also could have messed that up. Let's double check on that.
Underdogs, potentially.
Oh, that's Burien,
Yep.
right?
The Underdogs sponsored by Pickleball Experience.
Yeah, the Pickleball Experience with Mr. Ashworth himself.
And if you've ever been on the court with Mr. Ashworth, it is an experience. He often pays you to do it, but it's an experience. I like how well Whitson is using her length to take a lot of these balls out of the air. Oh, but Takako Taranju pouncing. Stabbing that backhand through the middle.
Found the lifted one. Nice drive.
All right, Takaku serving.
Another short return. Those are working for the Underdogs.
It's a deceptive return. That's one of those shots that it's kind of I call them like a full circle shot. Sometimes they're so bad they're good.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, not many people deliberately try to return short, but it can create a tough proposition to manage the speed of the ball because that third shot player has a lot of body weight momentum coming into the shot, and that often overcooks the ball.
Driving into the net. You're a big believer in the deep returns, though, right?
Yeah.
Causing a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, and if you don't know your opponents too well, then in the middle, see if you can't cause a little bit of indecision between the two players. But I'll quickly try to determine who's got the most proficient third ball and choose the other person. And she's put that down in a hurry. Takako almost wore that one on the sleeve. Nice deep return, and that forces the third shot error.
210. 210, guys. Go on the run right now.
Second serve.
And
Great return.
Yeah, I've noticed that some of these returns from the bruises, they're getting deeper and deeper, and the serving side isn't doing a good enough job of moving back off the line behind the baseline after their serve. So it means they're having to hit so many of these third shots with the ball either rising or, at best with the apex. And that's not an ideal place to make contact with a third shot drop.
And I've noticed a lot of the newer players are trying to keep those thirds really low, but you got to make sure you have enough clearance, right?
Yeah, if you've got a decent transition game, that ball stays in.
What?
G, yeah, G left that one thinking it was going long, and she's not happy about that. I think the clock is going to run out fairly shortly. A little bit of redemption, but great defense. Nice work there. Keeping the point alive, looking good with their cross-court backhand dinks. 1 minute left. That was a slap if I've ever seen it.
Yes. Time is on their side. Great drive.
Unconventional return strategy, staying back. It does put the underdogs in the driver's seat here.
Communicating well, though. Ooh.
And, oh, no. Yeah, great finish from G. And she's sprinting, never giving up. Quickly serving after the ref called the score. You're going to look. It is a little bit too little too late, unfortunately. With 10 seconds on the clock. And that's it.
Yes.
So it looks like we're going to overtime.
It's OT. What an honor. And this overtime is presented. I'm going to come on out and I'm going to explain it. But this overtime is presented by Fat Tire, New Belgium. We're heading over to OT.
Okay, well, there you go.
Sudden death now, Phil.
Could be the first time in the history of pickleball that overtime is sponsored by a beer.
All right.
Nice play, Katie. Good job.
We are going to start overtime. So we need both teams to come this way. Underdogs and bruisers, or underdogs and bruisers, 2-2. So this is the first of the year. We're excited to see this.
Get everybody right now to Marco.
Mike, okay, G, we need you. Mike, we need you. Yeah. Okay, Mike, Brian.
Camera.
Brian. Where's Brian?
It's first to 5. First to 5. Yep.
Do you want to cut back to Morgan for a minute?
Yeah, let's cut back to Morgan and John, and then I'll give you a whistle. Get everybody over.
Beer, and I figured I was on.
Yeah, that beer's great.
Morgan, you and John are live now.
Oh, great. Yeah, apparently we're live. I assumed we were live.
Let's see. Can I check your pulse? Yeah, live.
Still
Good.
going, still going.
Good.
Yeah.
So overtime.
OT.
OT.
Yep. I've been
Kind of
hearing
exciting.
that. Kind of exciting? That's like saying I've kind of lost some hair. No, this is really exciting. Sport in the same style. I like it. Very smooth. It helps us really be aerodynamic for those wide balls, I think. Really cut through the air nicely.
I'm so much faster without a hat on. It's amazing.
Yeah, good stuff.
So, did Tyler go through what's going to happen?
He definitely didn't. So I believe they will be competing once again, and they'll be looking for a victor here. But if you know, please
They'll be
shed some
hitting
light.
balls back and forth over the net and
Beautiful.
trying to prevent the other team
Okay.
from hitting the ball back and forth over the net.
Well, that seems like a smart play.
So the way it works is we're going to repeat the match where we had mixed, women's, men's, or men's, women's.
Seriously?
Right?
I'm hungry.
And so, but what we're going to do, no, not whole games.
Okay, great. 1 point each by any chance?
One serve each.
One serve each.
One serve each.
Wow.
And
okay.
So they'll continue to go until, I believe, this is done as rally scoring.
Okay.
So there's a point on every.
Ladies and gentlemen, week 2, Wednesday night pickleball at the ranch. We've got a tie. So that means a team won 2 games and the other team they're going against won 2 games. So now we're going to initiate overtime. So what's going to happen here is we're going to start where we began with. We're going to start with mixed. Players stay in the same spot. That side serves, this side serves. And it's going to be the first team to 5. Possibility of 2 points each time. Nobody switches spots. This is the first time this has been done. Let's take a look. Let's begin overtime.
After you have 16 serves, if the score is
Did you say
tied,
16 serves?
16 serves, right? 4,
Okay.
8, 12, 16.
Okay.
Right, so you got 4 matches. Every person gets 1 serve. There's 16 serves.
Gotcha.
So if after 16 serves it is still tied, then they'll have the death ball.
The death ball.
Death ball. And that is a rally scoring, 1 team serves. And
You know, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if it's the best way to keep a lot of local players alive if we have too many of these balls. But
only 1 a match.
It
so
could be a seriously good last man standing, only the strong survive kind of system that really weeds out, the lower level players and, only keeps the best players alive.
I think on
for a playoff.
death ball, you get to pick who dies.
Oh, snap.
Right,
Okay.
kind of.
Or like a Survivor island kind of thing,
It's
where there's just a whole lot of animosity pretty quickly.
Yeah, Hunger Games meets
Okay.
Survivor. I think that's about
Well, the grand experiment, that is the ranch Pickleball Wednesday night league. Sure I said that wrong. Wednesday night pickleball at the Ranch. There we go.
So it's easy to remember. It's Wednesday night PBR.
Wednesday night
And
PBR.
you've had a few PBRs.
You know what? I haven't.
No, really.
No, I don't think I'm better than that. I just usually have enough money for a different beer.
Even on a golf course, a $1 PBR on a golf course. You and I have to go out. We'll do this once. It'll be fun. I promise.
Is it better than Coors Light or Bud Light?
No.
It's not better than those?
No, it's
worse?
Yeah. But it's
then I'll have a New Belgian. I'll have a Fat Tire. I mean, they won't. I mean, they may not be there, but I'll probably go for like a Moscow Mule.
Oh yeah.
Almost anything.
Almost anything other than a bad beer.
Yeah, I mean, they just taste like water. The thing is, I've lived in a lot of places, and I've tasted a lot of beer.
You have.
Way too much beer.
No,
And if it doesn't have a real distinctive taste for me, and have at least 200 calories, then what am I doing with my life? I mean, honestly.
I didn't get this body by not drinking good beer.
I'm just good man. Your body is a temple. I've seen the line to get in on a Friday. It's very impressive.
All right, first serve of overtime here at Wednesday Night Pickleball at the Ranch.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
And since it's side-out scoring, there's no point on that.
I'm so glad you're here, mate. Don't leave, whatever you do.
I have had a few beers, so I may have to. There's no keeping me at that point.
No, I'm going to give you a Gatorade bottle, and you can just deal with it under the table.
We're good then. Done that before. All right, we're on to third serve. No points yet.
Oh, that's a good-looking lob.
I love that. Can he follow it up? Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's bouncing. Hey, you reminded me of Frank Anthony David there.
We have our first point.
Decides to play a little singles, and then he points to the right side of the court.
It's always a good thing. Point. He was wrong, but he was pointing very confidently.
Yeah. Confidence is everything, really. Next to, being
Skill.
good.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him moving now and apply some pressure.
He moved backwards.
Oh, yeah, that's something.
No.
Oh,
Eddie's holding her own there. Oh, pop that one out. So we've had our first match, and there is a 1-0 lead. There was only 1 point scored. So we've got 4 more serves now. Each player's going to have, it's another mixed match. Each player will get a serve.
I tell you could cut the tension with a knife.
Doesn't have to be a sharp knife, but it does have to be flat.
Butter knife. Oh, and there he is. Oh, almost. From the man, the myth, the legend, the Ashworth, the beard.
Just watching him play, it's like so much fun. I have no idea what's ever going to happen, but it's fun.
No, he doesn't know. No one knows.
Come on, you guys.
So,
Nice and easy.
2 faults there, no points. So Bruisers have a chance to pad their lead here. No, not there.
I think the direction was on point. A couple more inches, and that would have been a tricky ball for Girolami to deal with. Oh, and the shout little tiger. Takako.
I like it.
Takako having a slight stare back. She's not gonna just have that. I think
she won't back down, but
I'm curious if she ever sort of sends one back the other direction.
I've not seen it from Auntie T, but it could happen. So what we're seeing is in pickleball, when you have the ball, it's not easy to score. I think that's what we're seeing here with a 1-0 score.
Oh, it's a great inside out. The slippery whiffle there from that guy.
So now we've got a 1-1 tie. Now it's getting exciting here.
Michael Enright.
A little early attack. That was Edward Hector would say that ball was unattackable. And he wouldn't have been wrong.
Yeah, he'd be right. Rarely wrong, that man.
What hand did he hit that with, right or left? I'm not sure. That was crazy.
Ashworth or
Ashworth?
I think that was right-handed.
It was, but he threw a left hand over there just to confuse me.
I see. Yes.
So now we're to our women's match. The score's tied 1-1. So just repeating what we did tonight, with every player getting one serve. I think Chicago helped them with an out ball. Oh,
yep.
Another out ball hit.
Yep. The favor has been returned. Very sweet of all these players.
What's interesting is I can call them from here, but on the court, I'm going to hit all those.
And the crowd erupts. Come on! You can just tell how much it means to these young players.
I will say this: the teams love playing out here. This environment is great.
I mean, team pickleball. It is all the signs point in the same direction. It's the way of the future.
We're always going to have our tournaments, the pro tours for real, but there's something about team pickleball that tickles the fancy of the fans.
Are you ticklish?
Only on my feet.
Well, after the match, we will test that. No, we won't test that theory.
Yeah!
And G struggling with that high ball. I don't think she expected it to come that high.
And now we're at 2-2, again tied. Oh, they get the extra point. Now it's 3-2.
Pressure will do that in these big moments. Is this the last group of four?
So it looks like we're playing to 5. So first team to 5. So they'll keep serving until somebody gets to 5. So everybody's on there.
Okay.
So it's first to 5, right, Phil?
Okay. 2-3.
That's a tense coach right there.
Oh, and the net getting involved.
We may be here a while, Morgan. You got that Gatorade bottle?
I'm staying. Yes, we'll get someone to empty it. And right, inside out forehand, very nice.
Got Randy out of position. Made it tough for him to recover on that for sure.
And that is a cardinal sin, missing a lob wide. So
we're 3-2. So as soon as someone gets to 5, everybody's played, everybody's been on the court. Once we're to 5, it's done.
Look, as long as the players know what they're doing, then that's the
obviously we don't.
Well, no,
you think I would?
You do.
Well,
you know.
Oh, Takako attacking Brian Ashworth.
She's fearless.
In pickleball, nothing beyond.
Yeah, no, we asked her to stop the personal attacks and the online trolling. She's kind enough to do that and take down her Twitter account. No, she's just absolutely lovely. We're just jesting. Oh!
If you can't jest at Wednesday night pickleball at the ranch, when can you jest?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Tuesday night pickleball at the Orchard, maybe. I did that a lot too.
Well, I jousted there.
You jousted. Finding lots of spin. And it was just flat out mean. I was looking for a dive though.
Well, you're up 4-2. You get the point. I mean, a dive, ATP.
That could have been it. Could have changed lives right there.
I'd have got a tattoo of it if it
Right cheek or left?
Probably left. Right's
pretty taken. Not a lot of real estate left.
Tattoo of a moon.
Oh, you. All right, this is where our viewership starts to trickle down. Oh, fantastic get. Will he be cute? Is he ever not cute?
With that beard, always.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that is a beautiful attack.
That was entertaining.
Impressive work.
The way he waits and could go either way from there.
Yeah.
You watch the setup and you still don't see it.
He's just missed it. Not by much.
Oh, that was close to being a ball game.
Yeah, they've got one more chance here. As I'm slowly understanding what exactly is going on, I'm now feeling the tension. They need this point for the win.
Saw a little tougher. I thought that was what that was.
Maybe.
And now it goes to women. 4-3.
Come on. Let's go. I'm moving on you. Let's go. Hey, tackle.
So the death ball only comes if a game is tied, not a match. Oh my goodness, now it's getting tight. Now we're getting tight.
Is it win by 2?
So no, win by 1.
So if they win this one,
it's over.
It's over.
I mean, we'll have to go home and start talking to each other. Oh, thank goodness we didn't spend more time together.
Well, just there you go. Dreams do come true. So when does it get to death ball again? 5-5?
That's only a game that's tied, not the match. So no death balls. Just a win like that.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's the one. Okay.
That
Well,
ball
they did
that
it.
looked like it was coming over, that didn't come over.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Well, there you have it. The Bruisers. The Burien Bruisers, sponsored by Leaf Guard, Randy Anderson, Daniel Colon, Katie Owens, and Tekako.
Tejorno.
Seriously? Oh, I've been saying it wrong. I'm so sorry, Tekako. She's never going to forgive me. I was saying Toronjo. Oh. Well, I'll be fired.
Yeah, I'll
but
be
that's
fired
fun.
too. So.
Oh, well. Still, a lot of fun. A lot of fun here.
I need the bruisers.
Wednesday night, pickleball. The ranch. What a league.
If you haven't been out to the ranch, you got to get out here. Every Wednesday we'll be here.
Every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday through the summer.
Okay, I was going to say.
I'm here more often than just league.
How long does this summer you speak of last in this Pacific Northwest? Is it
Get into the myth that we don't have check the forecast.
No.
We're 80s through.
I am here with the Burien Bruisers. Absolute roller coaster of emotions. What a finish.
Wow, yeah, a lot of anxiety there. Yeah, gonna have to re-up my medications probably.
Okay.
Yeah, from
Blood
my boxing
pressure.
career. Yeah, I'm Brad Bruiser, by the way, owner of this team. So really happy to be here. Yeah.
Let's talk with the talent.
Yeah.
Randy,
served it to me, so it wasn't like.
what are your thoughts on? I mean, this is the first week for you guys. What are your thoughts on how it went, the level of play, and obviously feels good to get a W, yeah?
Level of play obviously really good. I mean, you're going against Ashworth and G and all those guys. Super good, but we held strong, man. We held to our game plan and it worked out.
Awesome. Proud of you guys. Daniel, we interviewed you earlier, but what were your thoughts on that overtime?
That was very exciting. I think all the crowd was on the edge of their seats. Man, I was nervous there at the end. Win by 1, but we were able to pull it out.
Awesome. Katie.
I wanted to have a cry on the side while we were waiting, but the weather helped when it was a little bit darker.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was good. It was great. It was really fun.
What a finish.
Yeah.
Chicago.
It was fun. It was a teamwork.
Yeah.
100%.
Chicago's a beast.
100%.
Yeah, everyone
whole,
played great.
Yeah,
High level play, and you guys go home victorious. So congratulations. Go celebrate. Great job, Bruisers.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Good job, you
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. That's a big win.
Come on.
Mitchell. Bruisers on 3. Yeah. Bruisers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bruisers! One more team. Hey. And now we're back. I mean, Morgan and I were talking to each other this whole time.
It was great. I
think we solved the world's problems and everybody missed it.
A lot of them. World peace, probably.
Yeah.
Some
I
of the
thought
other
it was
stuff.
world peas.
That's what it is.
I'm a dad.
Oh, wow. That's rough. But someone needs to do it.
Yep.
This has been just an adventure, an absolute adventure. I've come to the wilderness, and there's trees everywhere. There's roofs that look like they're built for snow, and trees also that have had a lot of moisture and are very tall, much bigger than the ones in the Coachella Valley. And that's this is just a rare experience for me. So next Wednesday,
all right,
it all happens again.
We'll have.
Dude, I'm cramping so
We're back with the second winning team of the night that not only won but just mopped the floor. Heather, I know you're the heart and soul of this team. What would you say paid off, and how'd week 1 go for you guys in terms of seeing what happened last week and being out here? How did it go?
This was amazing. I am done with tournaments. I'm just going to do this all the time now. So much fun. The team, excitement, rooting each other on. If you're down or if you're not. Were we ever down? I don't think so. Rub it in.
Yep.
So fun. Amazing job. Yeah. Do I have mustard on my face? I swear I do.
Is she drinking a Fat Tire?
A Chardonnay.
A Chardonnay. I love it.
Chardonnay.
Hey, to the victors go the spoils. Yes. Ashley, consistent play today. What did you guys think of the overtime as spectators? You obviously got nowhere near having to go in overtime, going 4-0.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that we didn't have to do overtime today. So glad. But it was good to see it now, early in the season, so that we know what to expect when we have to get there, I'm sure, eventually.
So how do you repeat this performance next time you guys play?
Sleep, eat, repeat, right? We just have to go out there and just be consistent.
And we've all been practicing all week long.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
It's been fun. Super fun.
And good leadership, Brandy. I mean, you're responsible for all this talent. Exceptional draft, high-level play, and some good strategy today.
That's a funny joke. Shout out to my husband, the real GM. He's watching right now from Korea, so he's really proud of everybody. Good job,
stuff.
guys.
Thank you. Fun stuff.
Yep.
Fun stuff.
Great sub. The men.
Yeah.
You guys had a big match and came through big, and you played well mixed. I mean, what are the notes for next time you guys are out here? You mess with the hands, you get the hands. Jordan's gonna give it to you. Don't test Jordan's backhand punch.
Oh, I know.
You know, the only thing missing on that is you usually say a word to me after you backhand punch it to me.
There's no nopes. There's no nice tries. No. This whole format is so much fun. Like,
So fun.
to bring people that don't always play together, it creates new friendships. I love every bit of it. The other teams watching that playoff at the end. Holy cow! It didn't matter who you're rooting for. You were on the edge of your seat. It is a ton of fun. So watch next week. It's going to be a blast. We got more teams coming, and I can't wait to watch. It's going to be fun.
Well, we're excited for some more fans to come out next week. Noah, final sign-off. What are your thoughts on the day? Hey, let's get it back next week.
Yes.
4-0 next week.
Hey, baby. Yeah. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. Well done, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice job. Coach. Stuff, but I'll trust you to say the whatever call to action you're gonna do for next week.
That wraps up the night. Good to see some electric OT play there. Unbelievable. Gig Harbor really, they let people know they're here to stay. I just want to thank Morgan Evans. What a great time tonight. I feel like we had a really, really good time, and maybe
Probably too much fun. If you're out there in the YouTube world, just do let us know, or just keep it to yourself. Either way, but I had a great time. This has been an honor and a privilege, and who knows if you'll have me back. This seems like a fun time.
Beautiful. Well, you're always invited. Morgan Evans, everyone, and keep an eye out on the ranch website. He's teaching some classes, some sessions. We'll be out there Friday with a fun group, and excited to learn a little bit more. Everybody enjoy the night. We'll see you next week. Thanks, Morgan.
Take it easy, guys.